Hey everybody, welcome back to the CAF Update. This is a Thursday night here in Central Florida, and we're ready to talk about this hobby that we all enjoy, and we're going to talk a bit about the market as well. And I've got some special guests coming up. Jeff Wedding, I think I kind of teased him in the mailing that went out earlier today that he will be joining us, and he has a kind of a tie to this week's announcement for mystery sketch giveaway, as well he had something to do with one of the newest artists that we're going to be announcing as being a part of the mystery sketch. So it felt really fitting to bring him in and have him on here. Am I one of the bees in the BB comic art? Alberto wants to know. I am not one of the bees, believe it or not. So yes, no. BB is the initials of the owner of the artwork that we'll have on the show on Saturday. So I'll show off some of the artworks from the sale, but there's plenty more to come from that. So I think a lot of you will want to tune in on Saturday afternoon to see what's dropped. Even if you're not interested in buying it, there's some great stuff that has not been on the market for quite some time. So, what else did I see in here? I saw Mr. Redjack is in here. I actually got a package from Mr. Redjack, so we'll be opening up that at some point in time during the show, probably before we get to the schedule and Mr. Snork, but we'll figure all that out as we go. To start things off tonight, I've got a couple gentlemen from Heritage that many of you probably have seen at shows before, but maybe not had a chance to talk to. So let me bring in both Xavier and Aaron. How you doing, gentlemen?
Great, great. Thanks for having us.
Oh, my pleasure. I'm gonna see if I can get you guys a little bit bigger. Well, maybe that's
Yeah,
you have to get too close if we do that.
yeah.
So how are you both tonight?
Good, good.
Great, happy to be here.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry that we had to keep you at the offices late, but you probably do some late nights at the offices there in Dallas anyway, right? So it's
It
not
happens.
Yeah.
big.
Or we take it home. So.
But well, that's cool. So today we're going to talk about essentially a new platform, although it's really kind of integrated into the existing platform that you guys already have over there at Heritage. But what you've put together is a way for you to do direct sales rather than auctions. You're doing a like direct to market fixed prices, and it's called the Comics and Comic Art Boutique. So give me the scoop on how this thing came about and where you see it going for the company.
You want to go ahead?
Oh, okay. Yeah. So this is something that we've thought about for a while, how we could make something like this happen. Heritage, we've got a lot of different departments, divisions who are working in different ways, and it's something that has worked in other departments, and we wanted to take advantage of the format. It's a way for us to put together some material. We curate. We're picking some really terrific pieces to put up. So it's not an open market. It's a curated market with fixed prices. So if you see something you like, you can buy it directly and have it shipped directly from Heritage to your home.
So.
Well, that works out. Now, so these pieces that are consigned, or are these pieces that are owned by Heritage? How does that work?
So we prefer consignments because we're an auction company, but these particular pieces are on a private treaty deal with consigners. It's basically pieces that they had hooms and hams about putting an auction or something like that, and we agreed that it's quality enough where we would take them and have them at a set price, at least for 30 days. That's part of the process. We need to have them here in house in our hands for 30 days, and we offer them for sale. Again, a direct sale, kind of like the Moto, but not really. Whereas Moto, you still hold on to your art and then you send it in. This, like I said, we have to have physical possession. We put them up on the marketplace, and then after 30 days, we discuss with the consigner whether you want to continue having it on the marketplace, whether you want to consider placing it at auction, or maybe reducing the price and continuing that way or something like that. So.
Well, that makes sense. So a real marketplace, and trying not to have things sit for too long. Giving the person who's brought you the artwork, the consigner, the opportunity to modify the price, pull it out, put it in auction, all those things. So
and I think an organic marketplace. So I think pieces will come in, pieces will leave. So if you're checking frequently, I think you'll always be able to find new things that you'll find interesting.
Again, we try to update it regularly, so you'll always have something to come and see as new. We had the setup, I think it was maybe 15 to 20 pieces originally, and this week we just added, I think, 2 more. So one of them being the Scott Koblish wraparound cover. So
I did see that one added as new from the first time that I was looking at the site now. So everything is a buy it now. There isn't like a make offer or anything like that. There's no kind of inquiry process with the pieces.
it's pretty much a set price as buy it now, but
Mhm.
we do recommend opening conversations if you're interested in a piece, and maybe again, say $65,000 is a bit too much for you. Maybe you want to offer 60 or 62.5 or something like that, and we absolutely would present that to the owner of the piece and see what he would say. So.
Mm-hmm. No, that makes a lot of sense. So yeah, I actually have the page loaded up over here. Let's see if I can share the screen properly. So I put the link in the chat so that everybody has
Cool.
in the mailing earlier as well, that everybody got. I know there was a link to that. Where is this linked from the main navigation on the site?
So you pretty much you have to go to the heritage.com, and then under heritage you go to categories, and under the comics category, once you click the tab of comics, you'll see it as the first thing on the top banner. So you
go to comics and comic
comics
art.
and comic art.
Yeah.
And then
got it
right there.
Well, that makes it that's too easy then. See, I should have done this earlier and had that all answered, and I wouldn't even had to have asked you.
We try to make it as easy as possible. So, and again, as visual as possible. That's one of the things that we want to send out newsletters saying what pieces are up there. I think we sent one this week. Newer pieces or newer comics that will be added, I'm sure will be in the regular comic newsletter as an added subcategory. So.
Right. Well, that makes sense. So Alberto's already asking, how do we send offers? There's no link. Well, both of your guys' email addresses are well displayed on the website. So I think if anybody wanted to make a direct inquiry to Heritage, they could contact anybody in the comics and comic art department. But both of you are certainly available at any time, I'd imagine.
Absolutely.
And again, if you have a consignment director that you regularly work with, feel free to reach out to them about a piece that you're questioning about, and they can take it from there. So.
That's true. In a lot of cases, people are already assigned to someone at Heritage in one way or another. Like Joe Manarino is the name I see whenever I get any of my keyword hits and things like that.
So yes, a lot of repeat consigners, or like yourself or myself, will have one of the CDs or one of the executives under your newsletter. You'll either see their picture or their name. And if you don't have one, feel free to reach in and have a conversation with one of us. So
yeah.
Well, why don't we take a look at some of the artworks here? Now, I know that, like you mentioned, that Scott Koblish was just recently added, and I know that Scott has, well, I don't know if he's the consigner, but there's been a few pieces by Scott with those big multi-character pieces that have come up at Heritage over the last 16, 18 months or so. So I would assume this might be something similar, and it is. So is this too large to show?
Well, it's in 4 pieces, and we can show it piece by piece as we go. So, and again, I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is currently his record for most pieces, for most characters on a piece. So this is the first one here.
That's an incredible amount of detail.
Well, anybody that has one of the other ones, because we sold the X-Men one and the Fantastic Four one. So any of them, the owners of that can tell you how awesome this looks in person. And when I actually saw him at San Diego Comic-Con, one of the questions that I wanted to know is, did you sneak in Waldo in there somewhere? Because that it's like John Byrne in the recent Thing cover that we have for auction snuck in Barney Rubble in the rubble.
Of course.
So, and there's different artists that'll do stuff like that. Like McFarlane is famous for putting Felix the Cat in some of the areas. So I really wanted him to say, yes, I put Waldo in there. but he said he could not. So
They'd probably forbid it, right? In whatever agreement he had to do the piece.
Oh yeah.
Most likely. But the other thing to me is it's like, how are they going to find him?
That is true.
So
Well, I mean, was the end product on these things colored? I guess that'd be the way they would find out.
he does sell prints at conventions, and it's full size. He rolls them up and he'll sign them, but they are in full color, and it's again, they're very impressive. So, and it's a fun piece. This is one of those pieces. Like I said, I loved Waldo when I was a kid, and this is the first thing that I thought. It's just like you. Every time we've gotten one of these pieces, I lay them out in the office, and everybody comes for 5 to 15 minutes just staring at it, trying to find their favorite characters, trying to see what random characters from the history that he put in. Again, he takes a lot of effort in these pieces where he'll read the whole run, and then he'll take notes. Particularly for the DC piece, he told me it took him over a year to read and research all the characters. For the Fantastic Four, I think it took him 6 months to read literally from issue 1 to 600 or something like that. So it's an in-depth process for him. So,
well, it's a lot of work, but it's paid off for him too. I mean, at the end of the day, these are cool pieces. They're ones that you can hang on a wall, and for the people who've gotten to buy them, I'm sure that they're showing them off because they are pretty spectacular. I mean,
and we had some smaller ones that he did for the Disney magazines that we had sold in some of the weekly auctions, and those were cool. I actually got one of the X-Men ones that I have on my cubicle. So, and that's the condensed version of this massive thing that he does. So,
well, I'm glad he has the patience.
Patience that's a good word.
And a steady hand.
Exactly. So so these are this piece comes directly from Scott. I mean, he's the person who brought it to you, or is it someone else who's picked it up from him and is selling it? Or you're not allowed to tell me?
Again, it's private, so
yeah, that's all right. But no, that's cool. But that's great. So you have fixed price on this. It's 4 pieces, and it looked like each of these boards are probably what, like 17 by 22, or probably larger than that.
I think they're at least twice up, so they're at least 18 by 22 or something like that. So.
Okay. Oh, impressive.
And again, there's 4 of them. It's a huge wrap, and if I'm not mistaken, there's 1,200 or over 1,200 characters. So.
Wow.
Assisting Jeff, that's definitely.
It takes that kind of patience, that's for sure, Dan.
Yeah, definitely.
So I was looking at stuff to pick for this too. So I had to pick the X-Men by Neil Adams, of course, from issue 59. Anything from Neil Adams' run, as short as it was, near and dear to my heart, as everybody here knows.
Here we go. So
yeah, but these panels, oh my gosh.
Yeah, the layout's just incredible.
The layout's incredible. Just, I mean.
And the fact it's consecutive pages, like how many times do you see, again, consecutive pages from X-Men from this time period?
Yeah.
So.
No, not too often. The one that you're holding, Xavier, is just cool. Those the bubbles for the panels. I mean, Neil was notorious or famous for those crazy layouts, and he loved throwing in diagonal panels like that to kind of move the eye around in the action. But I can't say that I've seen him use like bubbles like that as before. So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, these are pretty great.
Yeah.
I think you mentioned the zipatone on the Sentinel.
And again, this
really nice.
Zipatone use. Again, we don't see it enough in today's art. So.
No, those are awesome, and there's Cyclops on there too. So
right.
Dressed as Quicksilver, of course.
And you got Havoc over here. So.
Oh, that's true.
They're in disguise, as the X-Men often are.
Right, and I think that's Beast as Toad. I haven't read this story in a while, but yeah, no, that's fantastic.
Yeah, those are terrific.
And then I had to throw in, a Bob Kane piece here. So we have So we can show that too, right? So what is this from? This is from 1949 splash page, right?
1949, and for a piece where, I mean, you just don't see these pieces come up, splash pages like this, just incredible.
Okay, I'll switch over to you guys there. Pretty clean.
Oh,
Yeah, and it's remarked down here from Bob Kane to Alan Dale, Batman's favorite singer.
That's funny.
it's always cool what they put on the.
So everything's original on that as well. The
Yeah.
the Batman and Robin at the top.
Yes.
Now that
Wow.
is the Batman Robin is a stat.
It's a stat, but it's the original stat, right?
It's
It certainly looks that
original.
way from the scan on the website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's remarkable.
Yeah, it's a beautiful piece.
Again, to have any Bob Kane splash that he touched, basically, it's just,
Right.
It's unheard of. So
Yeah, no, all joking aside, yes, but yeah, no, it's a very, very cool piece, and like you say, there's not enough of this artwork out there
Right.
Exactly.
any longer.
and that is confirmed that he touched it. This is the other thing, because again, a lot of it is studio artists. So
Right. Stephen Wayne says, "Is it really Bob?" That is always the question.
So it might not be all of him.
yes,
Right, exactly, but he had a hand in it, which is
He had
important.
hand in it,
Correct.
yeah.
All right, so I picked the Arthur Adams, Asgardian Storm. You
Yeah,
can't go
oh,
wrong with that.
Gorgeous. Look at this.
and I love the red right there.
Well, and the detail's fantastic. I mean, like, if you can see on Warlock, I love how he draws Warlock. And then, yeah,
Well, that's pretty huge too.
it's a big
Yes.
piece. Yeah, and
That's
the,
quite so.
and the composition is just incredible.
Now this was let's see, it was a sketchbook piece.
Right.
Yeah, from 2025.
Yeah, and it's dated in 2020.
And again, we just saw what his Champions #1 cover, which was the recreation of the Captain America annual, went for. So
I don't remember what it went for.
it went over $100,000.
Okay, it went over for well, I mean, his commissions are pretty pricey these days as well. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
and his the waiting list is very long. So I think that's helping drive up prices for pieces like this, published or otherwise. The fact that if you see a piece that you like, would you rather wait 8 or 10 years to potentially get this piece, or would you rather just buy it right now? And that definitely helps the prices for his market.
And that's one of the advantages to being in the boutique is the immediacy.
Yeah.
Right.
That now, if you see something you like, you can buy it right away, and we'll ship it, and you'll have it in your hands in a couple of days.
Very true. Now let's see. I picked one of those Argo pieces as well.
Oh, yes.
I mean, I kind of had to. I mean, it has such an
Oh, it's so cool.
anyway, with Kirby, but
And
love
again,
these
the
pieces.
historical story with it, like
Yeah, this was originally production drawings for a proposed movie, Lord of Light, which is based on a Zelazny novel that got shelved. And then when the CIA needed to do their operation in Iran, I believe, they used Jack Kirby's art as part of their
cover.
their
Cover story.
subterfuge to get into the country.
Wow. Yeah, this is remarkable.
And again, a piece, not only a comic book related piece, but a piece of history. So
Yeah, and it's as Kirby as it gets,
Kirby buildings.
Yeah, you got elephants. There's so much going on here.
Like a Kirby little machine on top of the pyramids. A tube,
Yeah.
like an express tube.
People traveling in tubes. The dream. Everyone wanted to travel in tubes.
I'm still waiting for that day. Well, no, that these are great, and I really appreciate the fact that Kirby works so large a lot. I mean, you've seen a lot of it. I've seen pieces from this series before, and just a lot of just things that he did for fun or for other companies, and I love the fact that he worked so large. It just
Yeah.
seems so natural for him.
And pieces from this project, I mean, we don't see those very often at all. So that's really, really wonderful.
All right, I have what do I got here? Ninja
Yes.
Turtle and Cerebus crossover.
My dad got me this book when I was like 8. And I had no idea who Cerebus was, but I love the turtles.
That's all that mattered, right?
Oh, I have such nostalgia for this. This is just prime childhood for me.
And again, this is one of the great pieces. It's painted and it was dedicated to Eastman's mom. So that's another big kind of deal. So at least to me it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well,
Especially
Eastman,
Mother's Day coming up.
back in the day, he was a pretty prolific art collector himself.
Yes, he did. He had the museum
Yeah.
up in Northampton. So I've seen actually some. I'm a big Daryl fan, so I've seen some Frank Miller pages dedicated to him by Frank Miller. So
Damn.
yeah.
I've only been collecting, in the late '80s and early '90s.
Yeah. And if me and Aaron had a time machine.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I say that to myself every night before I go to sleep, just on the hopes that I might wake up and it'll be 1984. But yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
That really, really is nice. Eastman and Laird on this one, everybody.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And again, the visual, like seeing it in person, the colors really pop.
It's yeah.
The visual here is not doing it justice. So
yeah, it's incredibly vibrant.
So I'm trying to get it where it's like you can see some of it, like, but it looks much better in person. So
They always do. That's our motto around here.
That's true.
It looks better in person. Let's see. So what else? I picked a couple of Daniel.
Oh yeah, the Clouds.
This is really, really fun. Everybody needs at least one in their collection.
Yeah.
I'm a big Lloyd Llewellyn fan.
Yes. I have I have an 8-ball page, so that's all I need. All right, let's see here. Yeah, there we go.
I'm still waiting for the perfect Lloyd page. So there's been a couple that have come up for auction, and I've been considering, but it doesn't have Lloyd enough on the page. So, but again, this Death Ray, it's huge. Again, compared to some of his other earlier pieces, this is twice up or a little bit bigger. So
it's big art.
That's fantastic. Well, again, I'm jealous. You get to handle all this stuff.
Well, again, it's a double-edged sword for a person like us, because again, I love to have some of these pieces, and it's just like I know I'm gonna get outbid. So, but that does make me happy. The pieces I do have, the pieces I am actually able to get, it brings a smile on my face to have them on my wall, just like you have them on the background. So
exactly. No, but hey, it's fun just to get to handle this stuff too. I mean, it's you get to I don't know. For me, just being able to see the artwork in person, be able to handle it, one point throughout the process.
Maybe live vicariously a little bit.
Yes.
And you get to feel like you own it for a little while.
Yeah.
Take a picture of. Well, that's one of the things I do on my Instagram.
I know. You do it all the time. It's like you one day you're going to have a story. People are going to ask you, how did you manage to own all of those covers and amazing pieces?
Well, I have gotten some messages recently that it's just like, oh, you own all those, and I'm like, no, I work at Heritage. I wish. So, but this Love and Rockets, again, anybody that's Hernandez Brothers fan, this is prime example of that time period. So
it's so Dynamic, and the way he's using the light and the shadow, it really pops. This one's terrific,
and it has so many of the main characters on it. So
Right, that's from '85. Mechanics issue number 3. Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, uh, everyone needs one of those too, and I don't have a Hernandez Brothers piece in my collection yet. And the same kind of problem. I haven't found the right piece yet, but I got to find them soon because they're just going up and up and up in price. You know,
I was going to say, now's your chance.
I know, but when I was first looking at the interiors, you know, they were around $2,500, and now I think they're more like, you know, $4,500 to $5,500. So
yeah,
depending on who's on there.
I decided to commit myself to getting one.
See, I got a little bit lucky, whereas I like the Rocky and Fumble storyline, but it's only 11 issues, so it's not as sought after as the normal storyline, but there's not a lot of pages for them. So
right. Well, here we have Walt Kelly Pogo,
which we were just talking about this. I think that this is I don't think we've ever had a Walt Kelly cover, much less a Walt Kelly Pogo cover. One of our auctions.
Well, we're so used to seeing the dailies and the Sundays, but no, this is fun. And we, you know, I'm in Florida, so we love gators down here. So I go really well on the wall of somebody here in Central Florida.
I'm originally from Miami, so I remember all this stuff. And what's even better about this piece is,
oh, cool.
So you got the blue line on the back. So
yeah, that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's from
1950. Darn.
And again,
whimsical.
Walt Kelly covers is just unheard of. So
yeah, you just never see them.
And is the logo hand drawn? Looks to be, right?
No, the logo is a stat,
okay.
And it looks like it's possibly a modern stat.
So. Okay. Yeah, it's hard to tell on the scan or even on the camera, but either way, it's 76 years old.
Yeah. And again, it's most likely that it's a modern stat because they would have reused the original one. So.
Well, that makes sense. All right, let's see. I picked a couple other things. This next thing is from a complete issue. So
yeah, I'm not sure we're going to be able to bring out all the pages on this one.
No, but this is Gil Kane, you know, at his finest. I mean, the composition on this title page is spectacular.
It's just great, and to get the entire issue.
Hey, let me see if I can find another page in here.
Yeah, it just says. It's just amazing. It's amazing to me that stories like this are still together at all. They've been broken up, and so to have the opportunity to get the entire 20 pages at once.
There's a
just incredible opportunity.
Dynamic page of him swimming.
Wow.
With the shark, because apparently sharks were popular at the time.
They were.
There was a time when it seemed like everyone was fighting a shark of some kind.
Well, it's one of the things I noticed in the auction for Keith was that there was a lot of sharks on some of those covers that he had.
Sharks and apes, I think, are tropes that will never go out of style. But back in the early '70s, when this is published in '72, I think Conan was the most popular comic book character of the time to readers, right? So I mean, this is kind of at the height of Conan's popularity with young readers, and I mean, Gil Kane just killed it on this thing. Was it Ralph Reese was the anchor?
Yeah, Gil Kane and Ralph Reese.
That's gorgeous.
Again, this is a pretty good story because it has a lot of babes on it. It has a lot of action. Conan's in a lot of the pages. So.
Wow, so you could read the whole comic right there.
Whole headless.
It's true.
Headless horseman kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, that's it goes to a good home, and they keep it all together, just as you have it.
That would be impressive for it to continue to be together.
Yeah.
So, because for a lot of us, especially when I'm collecting, I'm a one and done kind of guy because of the prices. So. But to have the whole story, to be able to put it in an 11 by 17 binder, and to have it like a comic on a shelf where you pull it out and you just flip through it, it is impressive. It's very much impressive.
Where I think I've got one more. I think you got to have a Steve Ditko Spidey page,
right?
In this new endeavor, and you did. Actually, you had and I know there was another Ditko as well, at least one other one, but Spider-Man's got to be the go-to, even though he's not in costume. You get to look at Peter Parker.
You get the shoulders of the costume. So just a touch of it, but
and again,
I always love pages that have his spider signal. I always think that's
yeah, that first panel on the last row is awesome.
But yeah, these are great, and just a lot of Peter Parker, and he's using his powers, so which is not something you see a lot. You don't see Peter Parker climbing the walls, especially in these early stories.
Well, I love it. Classic 9-panel layout. I mean, I'd be happy to have this in my collection.
Any Ditko Spider-Man or Doctor Strange, I'd be ecstatic.
Yeah, Doctor Strange would be my number 2 from Ditko if I could get something from him. But I know I can't afford any of that sort of stuff, so I got to look for the later items, right? I mean, that's sort of how it goes anymore. But Spider-Man and Ditko artwork has always been like the which one are you holding up there?
I think this was
the last one. Oh, that's right. I didn't notice that one. I'm sorry. That was the FF. What issue number?
7.
Which is again super early. I think the earliest known is issue 3. So at least the earliest known at auction. I think issue 2 might be out there somewhere.
I have not seen it myself.
I've heard rumors of somebody having bought it at the Sotheby's auction, but I've never seen it personally. So
yeah, they had catalogs for those early Sotheby's auctions, didn't they?
They did. And what's crazy, I have a set of those, and if you look through them, a lot of the art was in groups. Like one of my favorite covers, Daredevil 272, was in a group of 6 Daredevil covers by John Romita. It's just like, and then when you see what it's sold for, because I have some of the price realized, it's just like, time machine, please, time machine.
Yeah.
All right. Well, just always remind yourself that Joe Manorino was there,
which is insane. And so was Berkey. Berkey was there. So
yeah, Berkey was there, and those auctions were historic just from the fact that I mean, they had some incredible recreations that were done almost specifically for them.
Yes.
Didn't Death of Superman sell at one of those early Sotheby auctions? So there was a lot of interesting art that came to market when they tried it out, and I'm sure at the time the prices seemed ridiculously high and everybody felt great about it. But yeah, looking back on it, yeah, a lot of 6 Daredevil covers is sort of crazy.
Those are always the stories where someone says, "I won it for X," and everyone said that I was out of my mind.
Well, the story one of the stories I remember at one of the first 2 auctions was Jim Lee was there selling his X-Men art, and he was shocked at the prices that they were paying for his X-Men art, and all this Kirby art wasn't selling nowhere near what he. So he said he turned. Or at least this is the story I was told. He turned around and started buying Kirby art. So.
Why not? He could sell like one of his pages and buy 3 Kirby pages.
Yeah, exactly.
If that's what I would do. If I had a little money making machine in there like that, I'd be running around and buying some good stuff too. Now, if he only kept it, that's the thing. Wow. But then again, I bet he would like to have his art back, given where the Jim Lee market is, especially on uncanny pages these days.
That's true, especially some of those covers. So, but he had kept a lot of that stuff, as we saw with the auction a couple years ago of the X-Men #1 and stuff like that. So
yeah, that is true.
He did keep some important pieces. So
the wise artists did do that. Not enough of them did, but fortunately there are some creators out there who did hold on to a lot of their stuff. And I mean, hey, the more prolific you are, the better, right? I mean, Jim's one of the more prolific artists of the last 35 years. So
Jim Lee's our generation's Kirby, pretty much. And And
think so.
McFarlane is our generation's Ditko, and it kind of relates because McFarlane didn't do that much Spider-Man either, kind of like Ditko. So
that is true. Very, very true. Well, here, let me get the boutique link back in the chat so everybody has access to that. And I know that someone's going to be getting me, I think, a file that I can import regularly for it, like so I can kind of keep our data up to date with yours. I'll have to reach out to somebody in the tech department and see where they're at with getting that to me. I get the weekly ones and the signature auctions, but I think they promised me a file for this as well. So as soon as I have it, I'll be able to keep CAF's inventory up to date with you guys as well.
Perfect.
That'd be great. Again, it might take a little bit because they're still, I think, tinkering with the program because they want to show us sold items like we have 2 or 3 of them there. But yeah, I'm sure that once they have everything sorted out, they'll send you those files.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll stay on top of them for you guys, I promise. And yeah, I'll be happy to do any promotion we can whenever you need it. Obviously, we're doing some mailings and things for Heritage now, so maybe as the boutique is updated, we can send out a mailing for that as well.
Well, perfect. And if anybody does want to reach out to us, has any questions, definitely you can reach out to myself or Xavier, any of our consignment directors. Any of us will be happy to help or answer any questions you have.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. All right, guys. Well, thanks for staying at the offices late for this show tonight. We appreciate it. And,
thanks for having us.
Yeah,
hopefully we'll get to see you. Will both of you guys be going to San Diego?
Yes.
Yes. We'll be at San Diego.
Awesome. Well, then I will see you there. You're not going to Heroes though, right?
I'll be at Heroes.
I will
be. Aaron. Okay. Well, then I'll see you there, Aaron,
awesome.
And San Diego for you, Xavier.
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, have a great night and best of luck on this new feature on the Heritage website, ha.com. Everybody, I know everybody knows what the address is. It's the easiest one you can ever have.
It's hot.
It's hot. That's right. All right, take it easy, and I'll see you both again, really soon.
Well, sounds good. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
All right. Good night. All right. It's always good looking at art to get the show started, right? I mean, I will probably never own a Ditko Spidey, but it's fun to dream, and for those that can afford it, it's more power to you. Because yeah, those Spidey pages by Ditko have always been like I don't know. I guess back in the day they would have called them like blue chip pieces because everybody knew that they were always going to go up in value. Even when I first started collecting 25 years ago. Everybody said, that you might be speculating here or there, but you're not speculating when you have a Ditko Spidey page. So, and I think that kind of has borne truthfulness. So I saw somebody said it's Jeff wedding time, and it is Jeff wedding time. I see him in his, I think he's at work right now. So let me bring Jeff in here. Hey, Jeff.
Apparently everyone is still at work when we jump on your show.
I'm sorry. I mean, the time difference and everything, but you shouldn't be working so late.
Well, it's one of those situations where I had stuff going on and wasn't sure I'd have enough time to get back to the house before the time frame you thought I'd be jumping on. And then, the wife has a home business and she's got an evening meeting. And if I steal her Wi-Fi, then I'm in the doghouse. So I was like, I'll just
staying at work.
Yeah, I'll just jump on with Bill at work and then go home and cook dinner. So
did you handle any interesting archival things today that you can tell us about that that art collectors might be interested in?
No, actually the last 2 days I've been doing wilderness first aid training. So I've been hanging out with a mannequin named Sylvester. So
did you name it Sylvester or did it come that way?
At one point when we rolled it over, it was stamped Sylvester Middle School on the back. So the name just stuck. But yeah, since, sometimes we're doing workout in remote areas, we tend to need a little bit more than the standard first aid and CPR training. So every 2 years we go through a certification process and I was due. So.
Well, I guess it can come in handy, right? Those skills. I'm out in the country here. I actually lost one of my chickens. So if you would have completed your training been hanging out with me. We might have been able to. Well, there was no recovering this chicken because it didn't. A hawk got it, so it was just.
Oh yeah, that might be a little more difficult. But I assume that the infant pads for the automated external defibrillator would probably work on a chicken, just like on a baby human. So we could have made an effort at least.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Yeah.
Oh well, a hawk got a nice meal, and I have one less egg layer in the hen house.
So what is the head count now on the chickens? Because didn't you start with about a dozen?
We started out with 9. I ordered 8. They shipped me 9. I wanted all hens. I got 2 roosters, so we gave one of the roosters away to get me down to 8. And yeah, now I'm down to 6 hens and 1 rooster. I would have been happy if they got the rooster, if the hawk would have got the rooster, but no such luck there. He still doesn't like me. It just is what it is. He likes my daughter, Emma, so she can walk out there and sit next to him and he doesn't care. But if I walk out there, he's on the defensive.
Well, male competition. I mean,
I don't know. I'm the one with the food in my hands. I'd like to think that he should be happy. But no.
Right.
I could be sprinkling food at his feet, and he'll still be looking at me like he's gonna jump at me. So
protecting turf.
Yeah, is what it is. But hey, we're here to talk a little bit about mystery sketch, as fate would have it. And
I know that it's that time of year again.
It's twice a year, November and May, like it is now. So we have the mystery sketch. I think we're I think we're almost at like 360 sold right now. So that's
is that total number of sketches?
That is total number of sketches. Yeah.
And so is there, because this is now the third time these sketch cards have been offered, is there sort of a general split on, is it 60-40 or
about 60-40 sketch cards to 9x12s?
Yeah.
Because I mean, I think we figured out, I think this is our 8th mystery sketch, and around 4 or 5, the sales were kind of flat. They kind of hit a peak. And even though the artwork's fantastic and everything, it's still kind of hit a peak. And so introducing sketch cards definitely reinvigorated it. The 9x12s have gone up a little bit from that point too, but the sketch cards have just gone bonkers because they're fun. You can they're easier to store. You've always been a fan.
I've had sketch cards for quite a while, so. In that early crossover period where I was still sometimes buying action figures, but also starting to pick up original art, and then started going to San Diego and some of the other shows, the Star Wars celebrations, and became friends with some of the artists. Quite a few of them were contributors to various Star Wars card sets. And so, when I was hanging out with Joe Caroni or my buddy Spencer Brinkerhoff, those guys, as they were doing cards, I was trying to pick up examples and stuff along the way. Or if they were offering, I have a couple extra return cards. Would you like a character? Trying to pick them up that way. So, sketch cards and Star Wars, have been running through my collection for quite a while. Of course, everyone knows the Star Wars part, but only recently have I actually put a sketch card gallery in my calf gallery and started uploading because I made quite a haul at OAX a couple months ago. I had
Were people actually clamoring to get you to get those sketch cards uploaded into your calf gallery?
A little bit, partly because what started it was at some point you started announcing the guests, and I knew that I wanted to get Harvey to do one because one of my favorite Star Wars artists of all time. And then I was like, well, I might as well just try to get one of all the next comic art guys to do a sketch card. And then I was like, well, I might as well have Matt Allison do one and Jim Mafood do one. And it grows. I did not quite go as wild as a certain individual who last Comic Art Live ordered a record number of sketch cards for what has turned into an incredible project. But I did enjoy, Mr. Ian. I did enjoy the ones that I picked up at OAX this year. So, yeah, I just finally waiting for the right moment to both renew my premium membership, which expires in May, and figured while I was at it, I might as well pick up 2 sketch cards this week for Comic Art Live. So
Thank you.
I was like,
Well, it
while
got
I'm
you
on
entered
the
into
website, just keep plugging in the credit card info.
I have not ordered any of mine yet. I always kind of wait till the end. Yeah, I don't. I'll have to talk with Maureen to see how many we'll get, but I'm sure we'll order our usual 5 or 6. But the thing is, you got your order in, and so you're actually entered into the giveaway that we're going to do a little bit in a little bit. But as part of having you on here tonight, I mean, we have a few new artist announcements for this. Is it the final set of announcements? It could be. I mean, we have just a little over 2 weeks until the mystery sketch, and I think as of prior to these announcements, I think we were at 105 artists that were participating. So we have 4 new artists to announce tonight, and that gets us to 109. So that by itself is a record. So
it sounds like there really should be one more last minute announcement for
there could be
around 110.
That is a nice round number if we can get
Yeah.
it there. I know that. Well, trust me, there's a lot of people that would like to be a part of it. It's just we kind of have to have, we want to make sure every artist stays busy on the sketches. So
well, if you have one
balancing it.
oddball request and you just want to get to that number, just send it my way and I'll do it. I will be
All right.
mystery artist number 110.
Well,
And
Nick says
then we'll
Christopher Verse
guarantee
is
to
numbers
send
too.
someone else, or whoever gets me can then get some other bonus thing to make up for it.
I've got a few sketch. I know you can draw. I think I've got an R2D2 you did at San Diego. I've got something from you.
Probably. Yeah. I believe that was the character when we were all doing them there at the table at lunch that day. Yeah.
I actually have them all. So I've got every one of those. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I think we're going to have to use those as a giveaway at some point. But the new artists that we have that we can announce, and I will get them posted to the website tomorrow morning, are
Listen up, boys and girls out there in Calflandia.
Yes.
Breaking news.
Yeah, we need like the beep, the beep, the beep, beep, beep. I gotta come up with some sound effects and some visuals when we do this stuff. Bart Sears, who was at OAX the last couple of years, he has agreed to do some mystery sketches. I actually got a package in the mail for him today to get him some sketch cards. And Mike McCone will also be doing. He's only doing 9x12s, I think, because he did not ask me to mail him sketch cards. So for those of you who wanted to or had hoped to get a sketch card from Mr. McCone, he is not doing them, only 9x12s. But he does a fantastic job on those 9x12s. So anybody
that he does
gets drawn with his name will be happy. Then indie artist Mario Cow is going to be doing it as well. Mario's fantastic. I shipped him some sketch cards today. And then
that's a new name for me, so I'll have to now visit the list and go check out. Yeah, go check out some of their work.
Go to CAF. You can search. There's I don't know how many pieces are there, but there are a few. And then our fourth, and I guess won't be the last mystery sketch artist is Val Hochberg. And the interesting thing is that we've actually got Val in the green room right now.
Woo-hoo.
So we thought we would bring her in because you're the one who has turned us on to Val's work. Val, welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure.
This is the whole reason I'm here.
Yeah.
Val is the nicest, sweetest, giggliest person that I have ever met.
I can't turn it off.
Yeah. So at some point when she breaks down into total giggles, I will just fill in makeup answers for her.
Yes, thank you.
So you complement each other really well. So that's why we knew we needed to have you both on screen. But Val, what Mr. Wedding has been showing us your sketch cards for quite some time. He's gifted several of them. I think I got my first one, I feel like a year and a half ago. And since then, I think you've given me some Pokemon for the kids. And I think
I may have been buttering up the leadership a little bit.
You might have been. Maybe that's how we got to this moment in time, right? All of
those
cards you were giving me that Val had done. All right. Well, that explains something. Okay. But I got to ask. I mean, how long have you been buying sketch cards from Val? Or Val, do you know how long Jeff Wedding has been buying them from you?
Gosh, we've known each other so long. What year was it? Because I think I first met you when I was working. You were working at World Famous Comics at San Diego Comic-Con, and I was sharing, with Spencer and Hi-Fi Comics, and I was like kind of there with them. And that's when
then Val grew up and she became famous.
I left the nest. I got my own booth.
Moved over to small press because, if no one else has caught on yet, she's published 11 volumes of her comic, Mystery Babylon, that you should go check out on our website. Dropping the head. I can't remember when the first time you sat in with us was, and I can't remember if we first met in San Diego or Phoenix.
Oh yeah.
So 2008.
It sounds about
2010,
right.
something like that.
I had my small press booth for like over 10 years, and it was before that. So
it may even be longer than that.
The olden days.
Yeah. So that time period that I was talking about, where when we were, when World Famous Comics was still pretty active, another website hosted by Justin Chung and Kevin Smith. It was one of the original places that particularly a lot of the Dark Horse artists and writers had their message boards back in the day of message boards. So John Ostrander and Jan Dersma and all those folks. And so we just started exhibiting at shows under that banner, but then bringing in some of our friends and other associates in the industry to sort of free up in that pre-COVID era when artists or colorists would go to San Diego to also meet with editors to line up another 6 months or a year's worth of work. And so sometimes it was hard to man a table for a whole weekend. So we would set up slots and bring guest artists or whoever in for a couple hours to do a signing. So Val, we could say, hey, Val's going to be here Saturday from 9 to 11, and you can stop by and buy art and get your stuff signed. And then Val could go off and do whatever else it was that she wanted to do. Yeah.
And I could actually see the show instead of like.
Right. Or even just go see the show, even if you weren't doing other meetings. So, yeah, Val came in the rotation fairly early, and we had a good time. So. Yeah.
Well, I did put Val in your website in the chat for everybody, so they can familiarize themselves with your work. And so we're happy. We're thrilled to have you be a part of this sketch this time around. We're a little overdue, since Jeff was kind of greasing the skids for a while now. We should have done this back in November or maybe earlier, but it's better late than never. So I got your sketch cards in the mail. I sent you 2 packages because I can only fit like 14 in these packs that I bought. So I sent you 2 packs. So if you don't use them all this time, you'll have more available for November. We print them up special by year and put both dates for the Cal event on the back of them. So they'll be useful in November as well. And you set up a booth today too. Why don't we
just signed up. Yeah, it's still empty, but yeah, I did it. I only broke the site like twice.
Uploaded. Right? That's all that matters.
As long as you have the avatar in place, that's all you really need. Yeah.
Well, you got to start somewhere.
We were actually on the phone just a few minutes before we hopped in the studio. And she said one of the things she's thinking about doing is because now sketch cards are such melded part of the CAF community, is she's still got old stock blank sketch cards that she may offer. If you purchase this blank, then you can choose a character to put on it. So she may be doing a few extra sketch cards in May.
A lot of artists use it. Use Val to do just that, Val. So if you have any questions about setting up anything like that, let us know, because you set yourself as an artist, which you've assigned yourself as. You can say you're accepting commissions and upload commission examples and all that. So that's all built into the booth interface in your account.
I don't know that, I don't want to embarrass Val or anything or kind of say anything that could be held against comic art fans, but
Uh-oh.
when Val posts her commission opportunities on her website, the stuff sells faster than a Felix drop. So we may have to overclock your
Val, if
server.
you don't know what that means.
Yeah, Val, I'm sure, has no idea what I'm talking about.
No,
but most
it's
of
like
the chat
Taylor
does.
Swift tickets or something.
Yeah.
It's like,
So we may need to overclock the servers on whichever day Val decides to do a commission drop through comic art fans.
Oh, I remember these. Yeah.
So these, Val does a lot of original pieces that she takes to shows, and they are typically 4x6 and come pre-matted in a 5x7 mat. And yeah, they're just great. So these are, a lot of the color pieces are examples of that size, but.
Well, they are beautiful. I mean, the color pieces are great. I think I've got mostly tonal pieces, but yeah, they're fantastic, Val.
Oh, thank
And
you.
we should tell everybody too that you've agreed to do a giveaway for that'll be for a drawing next week, and I don't know. It was, I guess I'll announce it. I didn't make a slide for it, but next week, what we're going to do is we're going to take everybody who's purchased a mystery sketch card, and we're going to put all the names in a hat and draw one winner. And the winner of that giveaway will get a sketch card done for them by Val of a character of your choice. So we'll do that next week, and
So that'll be purchases between tonight's show and next week's show.
Well, actually, I'm going to let everybody but only sketch cards, because I actually added my own giveaway for people who bought 9x12s, so that we're taking care of both sides of
Nice.
Of everything here. But so with that in mind, though, I should put a link in the chat for I guess for the where you can buy these,
where you can go get one.
Yeah, I haven't. I wasn't that prepared. So let's see here, copy address for that. So as a reminder. And I'll send out a mailing tomorrow, letting people know about the new giveaway. And but yeah, I think by this time next week we'll be at a record level of mystery sketches ordered with like 10 days to go, and we're thrilled about that. But yeah, please, anybody who hasn't picked up their mystery sketch yet, like myself, get out there and do it, because now you have the opportunity to potentially get your own card directly from Val. So it's no mystery. That's the thing. But only one can get that. But as you just learned, Val is going to be setting up and probably will have commission opportunities for sketch cards during Comic Art Live the weekend of the 16th and 17th. So you can commission one directly from her if you don't luck out and get a mystery sketch from her.
And Val will not be at Heroes this year, as far as I know. So yeah, but you will be at San Diego.
I will. Yeah. Actually, like just as of today, breaking news. They just offered me to be able to upgrade my space. So I'm going from small press to like a corner booth. So I'm like, oh no, I don't know. I don't know if I can draw enough original art to fill it. I'll try. I got time. Like how many weeks is it? We'll see.
Well,
not enough.
I don't know. Maybe is it 10? You might have 10 weeks.
Yeah.
Well, but you've got another big show in Phoenix between now and then too. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna sell. It's like just one small Phoenix fan fusion to handle in between. It'll be fun.
And you're doing Free Comic Book Day tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I
or
am.
Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday.
When I get my day of the week right.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Well, these are a lot of fun, Val.
Thank
I'm
you.
looking forward to seeing the mystery sketches. And you're only doing sketch cards too, no 9x12. So for those of you who are hoping to get a piece from Val through the mystery sketch, it's straight sketch cards. So and I can tell you that as we roll in waves, I kind of make sure that the next round of assignments gets a little bit weighted to the new people, because they're new and they haven't gotten anything assigned yet. So keep that in mind as well if you order sketch cards in the next through the weekend, because I'll probably be doing some assigning. I think the next time I'll pull a list will be around Monday morning. So keep that in mind. If you want to potentially get on Val's list or have a higher chance or probability of potentially getting on Val's list, now would be the time to make the order over the next 3 or 4 days. CJ says, your work is fun and so well done.
Thanks. I have fun drawing them. It makes me happy to draw them.
So, Val, how about a little bit of background on you, since this is your first time on the channel? We know you like to draw beautiful sketch cards, but how did you get started in this? With your love of art, and how that kind of tied into the characters you love to draw.
Well, I was just thinking because I was watching, your last guest about like Ninja Turtles and stuff like that, like the nostalgia for that, and I'm like, yeah, that was my era too. So like. That's really where I started to learn how to draw, is because I had Ninja Turtle comics, and I would just try practicing like to draw like the comics, and so that's really when I when I started. I think I just always loved to draw, but I started doing Comic-Con about I think 2010-ish is when I started doing it on my own.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have my own independent comic series called Mystery Babylon. Not mystery sketch related. It's like a different thing. And so I worked on that for about 15 years. And right now it's on a break just because, gosh darn it, I am so busy drawing like commissions and originals that I had to pause the comic. So yeah, but I love making my own comic series. I actually also teach community college classes on how to make comics. So I'm doing that too. So like classes like how to publish comics, how to color comics. I like teach a whole bunches of classes there. And I just do little freelance projects here and there too. So I get like these opportunities. I'm like, I'm so busy, I can't. And someone's like, oh, but here's a Disney thing. And I go, oh, okay. I'm not gonna say no. So yeah, I'm pretty much just here in my little happy fun office, just drawing cute things as often as I can. So
you are seemingly surrounded by cuteness.
Yeah. Yeah, there's even more. But yeah.
Things we can't see.
So, with some of the folks that I became friends with over the years, not only do you get to know the artist, but sometimes you also get to know the rest of their family. And Katie Cook and Ryan Wilcox are two of the best people on the planet. But Ryan is a national treasure, and Katie is increasingly becoming a reclusive cat lady in her basement, trying to keep up with all of her nothing special publications, because I think she's out now, already set up for the first 8 hardbound volumes of the series. But Val and her hubby Scott would be right up there on the list with them. And so it was always a joy to get to see them in San Diego, or when we were doing Phoenix. It was always the best time. So, and it's great now because, I'm not as invested in managing the booth. So I can just go. The years I make it to San Diego now, I try to be standing at Val's booth Wednesday preview night.
You're almost like a stalker.
When they announce it's open, because I've already set up stuff in advance. And that way I can just get my stuff and hang out before she gets totally stressed out. But then by Saturday, she's sold out of all of her original stuff. So
yeah, that makes it easier.
She eventually circulates sometime Saturday afternoon or Sunday and steps away from the booth for a minute.
Well, that's awesome. I have to say, I probably have more Katie Cook artwork in my collection than any single artist, just because I've picked up so many of those little watercolors over the years. I have to have close to 24 of them. I only ever picked up one bigger one, like a Harry Potter, but those small sketch card size pieces were they're just so easy to pick through, right? Well, that's the fun part. The fun part is the discovery, right? When you would go to her table and just start leafing through stuff, right?
Well, and that's the same way I would go with Val. Is she does the sketch card? She calls them pocket doodles, and typically they're tonal rather than full color, because she does the other pieces in the full color. So I'll set up a couple of those in advance, and then I don't always set up the pocket doodles, the sketch cards, so that I can rifle through the box and just see what she came up with between shows. So always a good time.
Well, that's so you'll be at San Diego, not at Heroes. Cool. Well, then we'll get to see you there. And
which one is the Arizona show? The other one?
There's the Phoenix Fan Fusion is the one that's like in June.
Right.
And then there's another one, like now it's going to be in January, called Game On, which is kind of more like video games and gaming that I like to do because I do lots of like gaming stuff. Because I don't have time to play video games, so I just draw them. And then those are the two biggest ones that I do. And there's Tucson, but that's in I'm in Phoenix, but that Tucson is like end of the year, like around Labor Day. So
after San Diego.
That's later. That's future Val's problem. Yeah.
Right. That's another 7-week window of trying to draw as much as you possibly can.
Yeah.
and then there'll be another Comic Art Live in November, so you can just kind of
there we go.
Keep working through there. Yeah, and another mystery sketch, which we'll get you in earlier to these, so that we get you started much earlier before the show.
But see right there, that's 2 shows a year where you don't have to pay for a hotel room.
That's right.
Yeah.
That is very true.
Yeah.
We need to get the word out. For those creators who don't like to travel, Comic Art Live. I mean, we've this will be our 13th, Val. So we've been doing these ever since May of 2020. Right at the beginning of the pandemic, we were like, all right, we got to help all of our artists and rep and dealer friends who've been such good patrons of CAF for so long, and we came up with that virtual show then, and it's just it's been going ever since. And we get 28,000 people, I think, visited it last November over the weekend, so it's pretty popular. It should be fun. And we promote people taking commissions. Any artists who are taking commissions get like their own page with a list, so we try to drive people in there. So that's why you want to definitely have it set up for that. But hey, before we end the segment, would you like to have me do this wheel spin, and we can pick
the winner for this week?
Yeah, see, I can remind everybody what we had last week, because I did bring a slide in for that. Where was that? Okay, here we go. There were the 2 sketch cards, one from Dan Brereton, and that's on the left, of course, and the one on the right is from Maxie Dallow. Dan's work is on a 2025 Comic Art Live mystery sketch card, and Maxie's is on a 2026 card because his rep Mark Hay was able to get him one. Whereas I think I got this one from Dan, I think right around the time of Comic Art Live last year. So these are the 2 items that were given away. They were open and available to anybody who bought a sketch card or a 9x12 mystery sketch from the time we opened everything up. So I've got to share a different window here that has the wheel of names on it with every single purchaser's name on it. And if they bought more than one, they're in there multiple times. So Jeff Wedding, I don't know, have you only bought 2 so far, Jeff?
So far, it's just 2.
All right,
but there's still time.
There's 12 days or so remaining here. Where is that wheel? Doggone it! I got once again too many tabs open, and my wheel is not in front of me. Where the heck did you go? My goodness, sorry. Oh, there it is. Okay, okay. Share that screen. Add it to the stage. Hide this. All right. So we have. Where's the count on this thing? 359. So we're at 359 sales, and I know
that is quite the wheel.
Impressive wheel.
You're not reading any of the names on the wheel at all, but you can see them in this list here. And I'll shuffle the names a few more times just to make sure it's very random. As people will probably notice, Alberto has bought quite a few mystery sketches.
I was going to say, I see Alberto in there a few times.
Yeah, he's trying to break Ian's record, I think, but he's still got a little ways to go though. But yeah, Alberto is in there quite a bit. All right, I think I've shuffled this enough. So we're going to draw 2 winners. First one will be for the Dan Brereton Ghost Rider. So let's see. If Jeff wins this, we'll have to make it.
It'll be rigged.
If Dan Goodwin wins this, he's won this thing twice already. That's oh my gosh. Alberto is Alberto is doing like a chicken dance right now. He's so happy.
The odds are certainly stacked in his favor. So
yes, he had
percentage-wise.
Let's see.
Congrats.
I don't know how many Alberto has bought, but he at least had a 1.25% chance of winning this. So congrats, Alberto. You had the highest.
Good job.
Now, with that in mind, though, we get to remove all instances of Alberto. So this should kick the countdown. Oh my God. It went from I think he has 70 bought because it went from 359 to 289.
I can almost read names now. That's how much the wheel.
Okay, so then Alberto had a whopping 2% chance of getting that, and whereas everybody
Well,
else
we all
wasn't
know
even
that
close.
Alberto is a huge supporter of the arts. So
He is.
yeah,
We
not
just
a surprise at all.
nope, not at all. We had the show with Jeff Moy last night, and Alberto picked up 2 sketch covers during that. So thank you, Alberto. We appreciate. Yeah, I think this. I don't remember how many Ian bought now, but so 70 might be a record. I don't know. Nick wishes Alberto would adopt him. All right, so let's pick our second winner. So this is for our winner. This is for the Maxi Dallo Battle Damage Spider-Man. Jackson Pollock. All right. Congrats, Jackson. I don't know how many entries Jackson had, but wow, I can find out, right? Oh, look, it only says remove once. It doesn't say remove all instances. So Jackson was literally, he had a 1 in 289 chance possibility of getting it, and he did. So congrats, Jackson. Yeah. So we'll do this very same thing next week.
Yeah.
Val, for you. And we will we'll pick a winner, and I'll handle making sure that they can put their request in with you, and yeah, it'll be fun. So thank you for doing this, Val.
Yeah.
This is exciting. It's great. It's always great having a new artist join us for Mystery Sketch, and and someone who's like definitely focused on the sketch card side of things is really going to liven things up a bit. I think I'm going to probably have to go ahead and buy a few sketch cards myself for the chance of getting one of yours as well.
Yay. Oh,
yeah,
thank you so much.
I'm a little self-hating right now because of Val getting more exposure, thus more competition for me to get on the list, but it's all good.
Yeah. Hey, it's how it goes. You start talking up artists that you like, and the next thing you know, you can't afford them anymore. We've seen it happen. That's why you got to keep quiet when you have when you've got an artist that you really appreciate, but you want them to do well, but
you do, because you want them to be able to keep doing it.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. I'll just take Val and Scott to dinner next time in San Diego.
Yeah.
Maybe I can wrangle a sketch card.
Well, you asked for Star Wars stuff, so that's like an easy yes. I will draw that. Yes. So.
Well, so I assume then the Pokemon that I got were pre-done pieces. Have you done a few Pokemon in your time?
Yeah, I love Pokemon. I forget. I do draw lots. I draw things that I like for the bins at the show, so people can flip through and hopefully find something they like pre-drawn. Because it's the commissions are more expensive than just ones that I just felt like drawing. And I do draw a lot of Pokemon. A lot of Pokemon and a lot of Star Wars. A lot, yeah.
So if I were to commission some Christmas gifts from you, Pokemon would be a fine choice during Comic-Con.
Whatever you want. Whatever you want.
All right. Okay.
Bill has a strong Pokemon contingent within his household.
I do. Everybody but me plays it one way or another. So yes, I've literally spent the last 15 years.
And Bill says plays, but competes internationally. I mean, it is that. Yeah.
Yeah, they're deep in Pokemon. So we love, and the thing is, that any you really can't get a lot of published artwork for Pokemon. So doing commissions and whatnot has really been good for me. I've given them a lot of Christmas gifts of original art from commissions that I've gotten them over the years. So yeah, so I think we might be setting some up with you during Comic Card Live.
Heck yeah, and it's probably cheaper than buying Pokemon cards.
Nowadays it is. Yeah. That is very, very true. Yeah, we got it. Well, I'm going to start digging around through my kids' bins to see if I can find any of those valuable ones. Maybe we could actually have a nest egg for retirement if they got the right cards in their collection. Okay, so I will. I'll get you listed on the website tonight after the show is over, so that everybody knows you're taking part. And probably by Monday, I'll get your first assignments over to you, Val.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh, hey, it's our pleasure. So yeah, and if you have any problems with that booth, you know how to. Well, you've got my email.
All the technical issues. Val, help me.
Yes. I got an error email today earlier, Jeff, where it was an issue with the avatar. That's why we were joking about that at the beginning.
Yeah.
But it's all good. You got to start somewhere. So,
Yep.
so Val's she's broken one thing, and so that's it. That's all you got to do. Everything's going to be easy sailing after this.
That's right. You got it out of the way.
Yeah.
Exactly. But all right, well, so looking forward to working with you, Val. This is going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to see the pieces that you make. I mean, the one thing we always tell every artist that works with us on Mystery Sketches, make sure you scan, all the pieces, or at least photograph them all. So that way, because we'll use them as promotional stuff for the November show. So the more images we can get, and yeah, once you start working on them, do like share them socially a little bit so people can see what you're working on, and tell them where they can buy more.
Yeah. Can do.
Right.
Awesome. All right, cool. Well, it's great getting to meet you finally, Val, and Jeff. It's always good seeing you. Is Jeff known as the happiest man at at a Comic-Con for you as well? Because he literally has the biggest smile. He's always he's always happy. He's made our lives so much better by being a part of our community.
That's only because you haven't met Scott yet. So.
All right. Well, I'll give you that. I have not met Scott yet. But will Scott be at San Diego?
He'll be there. He'll be the one having a panic attack, and I'll be the one holding it together until it's done, and then I'll have the panic. So yeah.
All right. Well, be sure to introduce me to Scott when I head over to your table at San Diego.
Will do.
All right, fantastic. Well, thank you both for coming on tonight. I've got a couple of the things I've got to do this evening, but again, anything you need from me, Val, you know how to reach out. And Jeff, thank you for making this connection for us and the CAF community.
I knew it was going to happen. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll see you guys again soon.
Yep. Thanks, Bill. Cheers, chatters.
Good night. All right. See that's going to be awesome. Okay. Sketch card orders are going to go in for me over the weekend, and I hope some of you. I think I saw it was either Dan or Alberto put in some extra sketch card orders. So thank you. I haven't been looking, but again, I have a feeling we'll have hit our 400 count by Sunday for certain. And remember, the record was 410 last November, so we're going to blow that one away. But I did have one other giveaway. So the giveaway for Val is for anyone who's purchased sketch cards, and I didn't want to leave the 9x12 buyers out, and so I had to do it. I tried to round up something, but a lot of the reps and whatnot were busy the last couple of weekends, so I haven't been able to get something new, but I will next week for certain. But so I kind of dug around here, and I found two things by Howard Chaykin that I decided to add in, and these will be for the 9x12 buyers that we will draw next week. So I had this is a Tana piece. I think it's on like 6x8, 6x9. There was a person who bought it, and I had the art from Howard, and I remember for some reason they backed out, but I'd already paid Howard for the piece. So I was like, well, that's going in the CAF files. So I've had this for a couple of years, and so it's time to go to a someone out there in the community. So anybody who's bought a 9x12 mystery sketch will be entered to win that, and they will also get. I haven't read this since I got this from Howard, I think 3 years ago, but this is a signed copy of a Simon Cross thriller, Too Dead to Die. If that's not a Howard Chaykin mantra, I don't know what is. But he, at one point from one of our sales a few years back, he gave me 4 or 5 of these and just said, give them out as you want. And so here I am. I'm finally, I think I've given a few of these out in the past, but so that will go to one of the people who has bought a 9x12 mystery sketch by next Thursday. And gosh, I still didn't copy the darn link for mystery sketches, or maybe I've duplicated it once or twice. Here, let me throw it in the chat again as a reminder to get over there and add another mystery sketch to your CAF gallery. All right, there it is. There's the link, and there's the Howard Chaykin pieces. And I see Val in the chat. You're quite welcome, Val. All right, so there we go. So mystery sketches are, I've actually been getting some in. You know what? I'm going to show one because I got a set from, I don't know, I've got, I think 8 different either reps or artists sent me stuff, and I got Jiggy's crew always does amazing stuff, but this one I have not seen a sketch card like this before. So I am going to, I downloaded it here. Let me share my screen here, because this is very, very cool. And I think, gosh, I'm trying to remember which artist this was from as well. Let me go back and get this thing. Where are you? There, and take a look at that. Drawing a comic page, a sketch card. I just have to remind myself. I think this is it Elvin? Let me double check from Jiggy here. Where are they at? Yeah, Elvin Ching. So he decided to go all out and literally tell a story on a sketch card. So I think he's gone another level on that. And I don't know. I could show this. This is it looks like Batgirl on there. So that could be a little random. I could show the next one, and the person who probably bought this mystery sketch is in the chat. Okay, I'll show it. There you go. So Elvin did 2 of these where he's drawn them up as if he's telling a story. He's trying to do a sequential art on sketch cards, and we've seen people do connected sketch cards and stuff before, but here, wow. Elvin is the man, without question, Robert. I'm totally in agreement. I love Elvin's work, and holy smokes, these 2 are fantastic. It makes me want to go and see if I can get Elvin. Can I commission you for a sketch card to do a sequential piece for me? Cyclops, Thor. So now we'd probably lean towards Cyclops. That might be more fun. But like Dan just said, leveling up the sketch card game, that's for sure. And that's what makes the mystery sketch so much fun. Getting the opportunity to see how creative the artists want to get with mystery sketch. I mean, they always go above and beyond what would be expected for a sketch of this value, I guess. But that's what has been so much fun about this. This is like our little secret that everybody needs to start letting the world know about, because just amazing stuff comes out of it every single time. And out of all the pieces I got, and they were all great, this was the thing that made me say, wow, I'm seeing something different here. So yeah, whoever gets either of those, congrats. You are a lucky pair of collectors. Alberto thinks that nobody but he would have ordered an asterisk. I actually think that somebody did, believe it or not, but I have no idea if it was 9x12 or a sketch card, and I don't look too closely at the character assignments. But either way, both of those pieces damn well better end up on CAF. That's all I have to say. Because a piece like that might be able to push John Amore out of the #1 mystery sketch, right, from best of voting. And somebody's got to dethrone John Amore. So it might as well be somebody else on the next Comic Art crew if that's possible. So yeah, so there we go. So I got that out of the way. Some Cal stuff. I guess things are going pretty well. I think we have over 100 people who have already set up their Comic Art Live booths. So thank you to everybody who have gotten started early. We know that it will be a feverish last 3 days, last 24 hours, before the show starts on May 16th. But I always appreciate seeing a lot of people get in there early and just get started, because it does take a bit of time to kind of curate what you want to bring. And I'm just kind of curious myself, like where we're at count wise. Let's see. I'm not even sure now. Where is it? Okay, there it is. We've got we're over 1,000 pieces of art added already from 104 exhibitors. So that's a good start for where we're at right now. That actually, I'd say that's actually a little ahead of where we would normally be. What are we at? How many days we got? We're about 17 days out. So thank you, for everybody who's done that. I've definitely got a lot of first timers coming in, because I've gotten I've gotten about 5 or 6 emails a day with just questions about on the drops. So people who clearly are totally new to Cal and aren't familiar with how the drops happen on Saturday versus Sunday. So yeah, there you go. Peter Rowe, curating art is a lot more difficult than curing bacon. Yeah, you're not going to find me disagreeing with you on that at all. But yeah, I have not gotten in there and have not. Rick Welch is in the audience. Nice to see you, Rick. Um, I have not started getting things set up on my side. I'm gonna list a few pieces from my collection. I think this time around, we're gonna be using the Comic Art Fans Gallery to show off the pieces that we'll be selling, for Brian Hitch or for any of the other things that we might be offering over the weekend. So yeah, I'm actually going to put a few pieces in mind. So I don't know what yet. It won't be any of the kids stuff. But I'm not, Marcus. I'm not putting the Daniel Klaus piece in there. But the 8-ball piece is my most requested piece to sell. I don't know, clearly there isn't enough Poussey in the world, and yeah. So, but it's nice to be loved, as Alberto told the app group the other day, that when he was getting a couple duplicate emails or push notifications on stuff, and that was my fault, by the way, Alberto. I was playing around with some settings on the server, and I did a no, and I was trying to optimize the app a little bit, and effectively what I did was make it so it would send out 2 notifications on every email contact or something like that. I can't remember what I did, or what the outcome was, because push notifications for Art Scout were all one at a time. But yeah. So as soon as I saw your text message, I turned it off, but I did forget to tell you. So, Rick Welch, you may not claim my Poussey. Sorry. So yes, so please keep posting your artworks to your booths. Get started, don't delay, and yeah, I hope everybody plans in advance. And I know mid-May is always a busy weekend for a lot of people, but for those of you who are looking to add to your collection, clearly Comic Art Live is the best opportunity to pick up artwork from other collectors, artists, dealers, reps, you name it. You got the mystery sketch baked into all of that, so it's a big weekend for all of us. But yeah, if you're in a buying mood, and I highly encourage you all to start using your Art Scout keywords so that you get push notifications. If you have the app, download the app. You know the deal. There's even an app page in the new layout of the redesigned site, so you can easily get the app at any time. But yeah, one thing before I hit the schedule here, I did drop some art, and it's the only art I'm going to preview for the art sale that we're doing on Saturday. So we've got BB Original Art Sales joining us. BB is not Bill at all. It is for Bertrand. I'm not going to even try to pronounce his last name, because I always thought it was Berlioz, but I think it's more like Brillois. We'll find out on Saturday. But Bertrand was at OAX. He was the gentleman with all that Paul Smith art. He had some Starland Warlock pages, just some crazy stuff. He's actually coming to the States for Graphics Con, which is, ironically enough, the same Sunday of Comic Art Live. And so he reached out and said, hey, he wanted to do an art sale on the channel, and or with us, one way or another. So we decided we'd do it on the channel, because he wanted to pre-sell some pieces, and to help him figure out what pieces he would be taking to Graphics Con. So we got to go through. He sent us, I don't know, like 50 pieces, and we've got it down to about 40, and everything's priced. I'm gonna be able to give everybody kind of the scoop on how we're gonna handle that. We're either gonna be accepting the payments for him and wiring it to him, or he prefers wires. So we're going to kind of give everybody a few different options on it. But there's some decent pieces in there. So time payments, I know, are going to be available on some of the pieces. I don't know if he wants to put a threshold on anything over a certain amount. We can do time payments, but either way, end of the day, I know that we're going to want to end up collecting payment probably in full before he leaves for the States, before he goes to GraphicsCon, because he hopes to be able to hand deliver some pieces there, or we'll be picking them up and doing some of the mailing for him as well. So yeah, it's not Villenberg, Alberto. This stuff should be prime time. Not it's not morning, it's afternoon. It's 2 p.m. It gives the Europeans an opportunity to get in there and get in on it. But let me go ahead and put the I gotta pull up, where the heck was that? I want to get the preview out there so I can show everybody. Okay, yeah, I've got it set up here. So I'll actually share my screen and remind everybody you should be watching the new Comic Art Fans Gallery. We launched it a little over a week ago, I think after the Oming show, so that it would just give us a place better than my CAF gallery to highlight artworks that we have available. So, but we haven't quite figured out what the quote should be for this Vampirella. Maybe we should do a poll on that, right? Or email me your best quotes, and whatever one we deem that, most appropriate and and proper, we might put that in there. I won't even ask Linsner for his consent on it, but yeah, the Simonsons will be at GraphicsCon too. But so here, let me throw the link to the gallery in the chat. There's only 27 people watching it right now. We should get that number up to 54 minimum, double the number tonight, right? We have 82 people watching right now. If just half of you go over to CAF right now and click the watch button, see, even I'm watching Comic Art Fans Gallery, then you too will be able to be updated every time we drop artwork in there for sale. Or I think going forward, we are going to preview our art drops to a certain extent. Like I said, I think we're going to have 40 pieces for the art drop on Saturday with BB, but I put 12 pieces in there. I was trying to keep it to 10, but when I started looking at kind of the eras and stuff, I wanted to make sure that I got some decent representative pieces in there. So yes, the cover to Sensational She-Hulk 50 by John Byrne will be in this one. And for those of you who were watching the show last night, when Jeff Moy had that sketch cover for She-Hulk, this is what I was referencing, that Jeff, I thought, was doing an homage to this cover. He was not, but as fate would have it, we actually will have it on there. I had this cover available for sale on Saturday. So no prices are listed. You don't get to see the prices until the show. An Iron Man 150, everybody who loves that era of Iron Man wants a page from 150. These do not come up too often. I am fortunate enough to own one myself, but this is page 40 from that issue. Classic cover, Doom, and Iron Man squaring off, but yeah, this is a very nice page. And what else we got there? I mean, there's a lot of good stuff, but the things I didn't show you, that's the questions you should, because I think we probably have there's more. I think there's like 6 John Byrne pieces, maybe 6 John Romita Jr., and then everything else is kind of a mixed bag. But nice John Bolton classic X-Men page here. Lots of Lilandra changing costumes. I mean, come on, she had to take off her costume to get into the spacesuit. You know how that goes. And then Tom, did you see this one, Tom? Jack of Hearts, Iron Man, Tony Stark, Carmen Infantino from Iron Man 109. I even want this page. There's I'm not the biggest Infantino fan, but I did love him on Iron Man, and yeah, this is definitely a very, very, very nice page. So I have a feeling a few people might be interested in that one, but no Stiltman on it though, Tom. An Excalibur page. What else we got? So this isn't the only Chris Bachalo piece that's in there. This is from X-Men 190. It's got some Cyclops on it. The other piece is actually a DPS with a lot of Cyclops and Emma on it. There's a few Captain America pieces. This is from the newer run that from Captain America 4. JR and Jansen, of course. What else we got in here? I still thought this was kind of unique. It's actually from Savage Dragon issue 2, page 1. So no Savage Dragon on it, but this is the first appearance of Dart. And of course, I didn't read a lot of Savage Dragon, so I can't say I even remember Dart. But hey, we can at least say we have a first appearance page that'll be dropping on Saturday, and a very early page in the run for Savage Dragon. I think this is 1993, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, so there's that. And what else we got? A nice Jay Lee Namor page, Splash. Shouldn't be calling it a page. We got a Paul Smith page. I think this one was at OAX and did not sell, so we'll be offering it up live. So you get what Madeline Pryor in there, and yep, get your Freak Force on, says Derek. Yeah, there is DC artwork in here too, Derek. I don't know if I posted any in the preview, but there definitely is. It got a Gary Frank Hulk page, very comical. She's got good aim, clearly. Um, and then I thought this one was pretty good. I did not read Hawk Girl. This was written by Walt Simonson, ironically enough, and then Howard Chaykin art on it. This is from Hawk Girl 53. So yeah, that's kind of cool. Caught Hawk Girl in a compromising position, but she's probably going to battle her way out of it. But there is, it's not the only Howard Chaykin piece in the sale. I will say that too. So that is the only other preview. But again, comic card fans, let me put the gallery link in there. See, look, 7 people. We went from 27 to 34. I know you guys can do better than that. There's the link in the chat again. So get it over to that gallery and click the watched button. Michael Lovitz just gave us like number 40 on the show. Michael Lovitz, give us watcher number 35 over on the Comic Card Fans Gallery, where we're doing all of our art drops from now on, and previews. Good to see Michael here. All right, so there's that. We got all that out of the way. I put, like I mentioned last week, I did put Comic Art Live in the menu. There was a booth setup link in there, so it's real easy to get to your booth setup now. You don't have to go over to manage your gallery. You can do it all from there. There is the Buy a Mystery Sketch link up there as well. And I think when we start doing the previews, we're going to do booth previews in the last week. So there'll be where you can actually save booths and everything. So that menu will start to grow as we add in more links to it. Eventually, that's where you're going to find links to your saved art, your Art Scout keywords for Comic Art Live, links for that. Those results will be under there as well. So definitely that will be your hub of activity for Comic Art Live once it gets started. So Brian Peck wants to know if there's any payment plans on those pieces. Yeah, it depends on the piece, Brian. But definitely BB has has an idea of when they would want to get paid based on the threshold, and I'm going to kind of write things up for him tomorrow and give it to him to give the thumbs up on, and we'll review all of that ahead of the sale. But he knows he wants to be able to get as many of those pieces in people's hands as possible, and I know that there's some pieces he's willing to have longer time payments on than others. He wants all the money. No, we're wiring the money to him, Marcus, at the end of the day. So we're not it's not handing cash sort of thing. I mean, I guess some buyers, if you were going to GraphicsCon, could do it that way and give him cash at the show, but that's actually not what he wants. I don't know if he uses Wise for the international transfers or not, but I know that we will be sharing his bank routing information with people who can pay him directly with a wire. If you can't, you'll be sending your payments to CAF, hopefully via Zelle or Venmo, and then I'll be handling the wires to him. All right, he needs it to buy art. Hey, you know what? If he knows he's got that cachet, already, in the bank, he can easily buy anything he wants at GraphicsCon. So, all right, and let me see, one more click here off to the screen. All right. Hey, look at that. We're watched by 48 people now. Oh, you guys are great. See, we were able to double it. We went from 24 to 48. Everybody's fantastic. There's still more of you out there that can watch that gallery, but please do, because anything that doesn't sell on Saturday will get added to the Comic Card Fans Gallery as well, all listed for sale. And I know that we'll have exclusive access to sell the artwork for the 2 weeks leading up to GraphicsCon. So got to keep that in mind as well, that there'll be a window on the unsold artwork as well. So it will get listed there. So yay. Okay, so next up, what do we got? I guess I can just hit the schedule now that you know what we've talked about the next show, which is Saturday. Where is the chat schedule? All right, there we go. So there you go, BB Art, Bertrand. He is going to be doing the show with us on Saturday at 2 o'clock. Because there is 40 pieces, and I actually want to talk a little. He and I didn't get the chance to speak too much at OX. He was busy and he was only there for one day. So we'll probably do a little bit of an interview with Bertrand. He is a black hole collector through and through. So what we've gotten to see is just a small sampling of the things he's collected over the years. He's beginning with OAX was where he decided to start letting go of a few things. So I thought it'd be fun, and I think he's involved in the publishing game a little bit too. So I have some questions for him on along with that. When I was talking with his brother when I was in New York, he told me a little bit about what Bertrand's into. So I've got questions. So we'll hopefully get some answers from him on that front. We've got Joe Manarino on next Tuesday. Right now, I've left the following Tuesday open because I know that we'll definitely be doing some programming related to Cal on that night. So definitely we'll have something on the schedule for the 12th, but for now it's open. So we've got the Friday night kickoff party and mystery sketch event on the 15th. And of course, the 16th and 17th will be chock full of panels. We're just really getting started laying those out, and it's going to be fun. I think we're going to cover a lot of the narrative arts in ways that maybe we haven't fully, done, different areas of it, whether it's animation, art, illustration. I think everybody's going to be, we're going to fulfill everybody's needs with panels on that weekend. Then a couple art sales after that. We got the third and probably not final match between Matt and Anthony early in June. The big one that we should really start promoting right now is Albert Moy versus Dino and Dan. You know what I got to do? I got to get those guys to start doing some video, just record themselves talking smack. That would be fun, and then we can start throwing those out there right away, because that's going to be a big show. I think we're gonna have a great turnout for that. I know that Dan Poddick is excited because he's not familiar with how to do the dueling dealers, but Albert and Dino have a lot of experience. So Dan, he's ready and raring to go. Show wise, Kazra and I are going to be at Heroes, and then of course IC3 Jacksonville. You can buy tickets for that through the firstcoastcomiccon.com website. I can tell you that tickets for the Rhode Island IC3 are going to go on sale tomorrow. So I think there'll be some announcements going out related to that. Those will be accessible through the IC3.art website, and we're using Ticket Tailor for that. So if you bought tickets with OX, it's kind of the same process, real simple. And there you have it. That's the schedule, and I'm not going to change it. Let me see. Let me drop this slide out of here. I see Mr. Snork is in the green room, ready and raring to go, and I got to have a little intro for him.
Light that cigar, baby. Wisconsin beer break.
Here we are.
Yes, here we are, man. It's always I got to find a way to fade that out. They don't give you a fade on this thing. I'll request that as a feature for this stream here.
I'm sure they'll get right on it.
They're adding all these features that I forget we can use, right? Like the polling stuff, and there's even some QR code. That's something that would be useful. They have something that allows you to generate a QR code on the fly. So I guess when I'm doing posting links, maybe I should be using that.
Like you could link people to that gallery that you want them to follow.
Yeah. Because is it easy to actually copy a link out of the chat when you're on YouTube? I have no idea. I've never tried it, but we post those links in there. Okay. Huh. Well, I'm going to have to look into the QR code. Here, I want to see. Hang on. I'm going to do it.
Do it.
Let's see.
Here, I'll get my phone out and I'll let you know.
Yeah, here we go. Let me go. CAF gallery. And there's the link. I can actually put a decoration on it. That's weird. No, doesn't. Okay, there it goes. All right, here we go. Create. All right, it's created it, and It's on the screen.
Come on. There we go.
Did it work? Did it take you to Comic Art Fans? It looks too small.
It did. Yeah.
Son of a gun. I mean, all right. Well,
Right. But
you
yeah,
got Vampirella. Okay, then that works. Okay. All right. New feature. All right. I won't say StreamYard is sitting on their freaking hands.
hell, just leave that up all the time. Somebody stumbles across the CAF update or whatever.
It's not a bad idea.
Everybody just blithely scans QR codes now. They're like, I don't know, where does this go?
Right. I mean, I wonder, if it's when it's up on their screen, or well, they probably can't do anything with it when it's like if they're like watching it on YouTube on their phone, right? They probably can't like click it. But anyway, bottom line is there it is now, a new feature that I didn't know we had access to. I'm not going to leave it up there all night. It's gonna cover up the art, man. We can't
We're
have
doing
that.
live research, brother, right now.
Oh man, so yeah, lots of what's new with you? Any new art?
No, I'm chilling until Comic Art Live.
Oh well, I like to hear that. And I almost forgot because I did not write it down, but I have a package to open right here from Mr. Brian Norton, and it's freaking huge, man. Look at this.
Oh, Red Jack coming through with the goods. Maybe it's framed already or something.
I have no idea, but we're cracking into it. He said it was a belated birthday gift. So wow, it cost $40 to ship. So oh my gosh, it's full of peanuts too. Brian, you know what a mess this is gonna make. He just wanted to see, and I have to say it smells like chocolate.
Oh.
So I don't know. If it's not chocolate, then we'll see here. Let's see. Open the package. Okay, it says open the package first, then read this. Okay, so I guess I have to open the package first. I'll hold this up because I'm not what. All right, somebody must have.
Is it not safe for work?
Yeah. Does he want me to show it to everybody? Because I'm not going to put it on. All right. Okay. I don't even want to take it out of the bag. I don't want to handle it. This is not something that I've handled in my life before. All right. But yeah.
Oh my God. I see what it is now.
I might be regifting this for Marcus.
Marcus will get more use out of it.
All right. A little something to commemorate your 8,000 subscribers to your CAF Plus channel. Over the years, you wore many a mask to help build this growing empire. Included is a new addition to help push you to 10,000. It is also multifunctional, purpose for when you want to run to the corner store for Zevia when it goes on sale, or if you're going to your local social, or if you are at the beach and want some space from the overcrowded people, or if you and Maureen are having a fight and she could just pull your zipper shut. Yeah, well, I don't think I'm going to be wearing this one around the house, Brian, but thank you very much for that. It's okay, not chocolate in the first pack. All right.
It's a hot dog eating mask.
I can't see the chat. So.
Oh, Tom's killing it.
All right, what do we got here? Looks like it's already been framed or something. Okay. My gosh, I guess I should have pre-opened some of this stuff.
Now, what if this is a picture, like a Mapplethorpe style photo of Brian in that mask? What do we do then?
Yeah, right. Has it been worn once already?
Have your other finger on the kill switch for the stream.
I think I'm going to be taking this to San Diego. I'm going to see if I can get Marcus to wear it. All right, what is this? This says enclosed is something that will showcase all those new sketch cards. Hang it on the wall instead of keeping them in a portfolio.
Ooh.
It is a cool. It's actually a frame with presets. So it's got cases and you can put sketch cards in them. So that's actually that's not bad. Now I almost Maureen's been complaining about the back wall looking pretty stagnant over the years. So What's it fit? 20 sketch cards.
Awesome.
Okay. Thank you, Brian. All right. So still no chocolate. I don't know what I was smelling. It must be the pleather of that mask.
Maybe it's scented.
All right. And yes, this is making a huge mess. Son of a gun. I'm gonna have to break the vacuum out. Bill, enjoy another piece for your ever-growing Cyclops Museum. And it does say open second on here, so I guess
Oh,
oh man, that's awesome.
is that a cell?
The animation cell.
Awesome.
Oop, there we go. That's a good one.
That is a great one.
Thank you, Brian. Wow, shoot. That's better than the one I just bought.
That's a beauty.
Thank you, Brian. It almost makes me want to put the mask on, but I won't. But all right, and there's no chocolate in here, so okay. It's got to be the mask. I'm not lifting it to my nose to sniff.
Maybe if
so
you
that
put it
Marcus
on, you'd be able to tell.
So that yeah, it's got to. All right, I'm done. I can't, but there is a card, so I'll open the card before we move on here. It's got some balloons on it. Hope your birthday is a day to enjoy and celebrate all the blessings in your life, and to know that friends and family will celebrate that blessing that is you. So happy birthday, Brian Norton. Thank you, Brian. Brian is an amazing gentleman. He is. I wish everybody had the opportunity to get to meet him. Brian, you got to make it to OAX one year, man. Please come down. We'd all love to, get to see you. You're always in the chat, warming everybody up, reminding them to have a good time, reminding them to hit the like button. And I don't know where we'd be without you. So thank you for your friendship and for keeping everything lively here in the chat. And yeah, I think I need to buy Brian a free ticket to OAX to encourage him to come down.
There you go.
That'll be on me. Yeah. Oh man. All right. So let's get this thing going here. We got some heritage stuff we can talk about. If I can remember what tabs I had open for that. Bill's luggage. Marcus, that is just not right, man. That is not right. That
he doesn't have to apply to go to OAX though, Marcus. It's all okay.
That's right. Oh boy. All right, I found the tabs here. So let's see. Let me share my screen. Get this party started here with some heritage stuff. All right. There was a lot of what the theme of this week's Heritage Weekly auction, and I didn't pick any of them, is Don Perlin, Ghost Rider. There was a lot. There was like 4 or 5, and then it wasn't Werewolf by Night, but it was one of those like Marvel Spotlights or something. There might have been at least 3 or 4 Werewolf by Night interior pages too. So it was definitely heavy on that side of things. Let's see here. So I picked a Wrightson cult page. So you get, I think maybe people would say it's not like Bernie's best work, but a lot of people love that story.
It's different, but yeah, it's still Wrightson.
It's still Wrightson, exactly. And you get, I don't even know. Oh, he's only on a walkie-talkie, but everybody looks really angry. And this guy looks like he's actually wielding an absolute Batman axe.
He does.
Doesn't he?
Appearance, absolute Batman axe.
Right, the first appearance right there. You're right. 1988, ladies and gentlemen. Right here. Let's see. Next up, this is a freaking awesome page. This is Sal Buscema, and I don't say that too often about Sal Buscema. Sal Buscema, Spider-Man.
I'm going to say a word.
Spectacular Spider-Man 174. Spidey fighting Doc Ock. I just love these panels, and especially that second panel. I mean, you can see like I can see Tradmore or Mike Allred drawing this thing, and they would do the same layout. It would just be like crazy like that. I mean, look at that. Even the silhouette of Doc Ock in there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, arguably it's the anatomy is Sal, so you have that. But I thought overall this page is like really awesome. You don't have to say anything, Chris.
Nope.
Tons of motion, says Dan Goodwin. Then fun page here. This is a Neil Adams Phantom Stranger page. There it goes. It wasn't loading right in too quick, but I don't know. I think this is like Talia's first comic or something. I don't think it's their first appearance on these pages, but hey, it's early and it's Neil.
Yeah.
Then this is kind of cool. Dave Gibbons, Ultimate Spider-Man 150 DPS.
Huh.
Again, I don't know why they don't join the dang
Yeah.
DPS images, because I was actually going to use this image for the mailing, and I was like, I'm not piecing this thing together.
Stitching it, right?
Right. So, but Dave Gibbons, FF, and Spidey.
Yeah. Is there
Hey.
a second image where they do stitch it?
No, they just have
Huh.
one image for the whole thing. Remember
Yikes.
they did this like last week on a
Yeah.
DPS that I picked. Gonna have to talk with their cataloger.
Do they do that to show that it's not taped or something? Maybe.
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. It just ruins the image. But still, this is awesome. Who would have thought? I had no idea Dave Gibbons did anything Spidey related. So
No.
hey, for you Colleen Duran fans, a Distant Soil splash page.
Oh
I just thought it
wow.
was nice. I like
What
Colleen's work a
composition.
lot. I mean, look at that. That
Yeah.
really is lovely, and the way she's handled the storytelling as well is nice. And
Beautiful inks.
yep, yeah, I should Colleen. Should have her on the show sometime. She'd be fun to talk to. And then here was another one. I don't know. I think I stumbled on this one. I first saw the artist palette, but so
Whoa.
it's another goofy Electric Company Spidey Super Stories page with this crazy. I mean, look at this mad scientist guy.
He looks like Paul Williams and like Captain Kangaroo had a baby.
That's so true.
I don't like that guy at all.
No.
Don't zoom out.
I don't want to have
Holy
nightmares, right?
balls.
Sorry. But he's an artiste, because you got the art palette there. At any rate, this isn't as good as the Thanos Cosmic Cube, and I did see that piece went for like $3,200, so it went more than what I was willing to pay for it, everybody. So yeah. Oh well. Gary Frank. This is Batman Earth 1. It's a splash page, but just loved it. I love the silhouette.
Hell yeah.
The lighting.
Great lighting.
Isn't that great?
Mm-hmm.
Very nice piece.
It's missing red string though. Batman needs to have red string between all those.
Maybe they did it in the
Then maybe they did, in the coloring process.
Yeah, but either way, I thought that was a good one. Paul Gulacy. Maybe not his best work, but hey, Paul's not doing any commission work anymore. This is, definitely, a nice piece for somebody who hasn't gotten anything by Gulacy. I've always been looking for something. I want to get a published page by him, but for those of you who like his kind of pinup-y style, you get a booty Black Widow here and a buff Daredevil.
I feel like that. I don't know. I feel like that's a good example. I mean, that's
I do too. Well, no,
it's
honestly,
him like immediately, her face.
right. When you zoom in, I almost wasn't going to pick it, and then I zoomed in, and I'm like, this is just it's so Gulacy. It's worth it. I mean, I'd be happy to have this, while I waited to get my published interior page. So I just thought that was cool, because how often do we see Gulacy work anywhere that maybe, I can't even say, there's just not enough available anymore. Then George Pratt, an Enemy Ace page. I thought that was just interesting to see, so I picked it. It's just everything's like a classic Pratt painting.
Yep.
But I thought it was just unique. I mean, I don't think
seeing the panels like that, it almost feels like a montage where he's like got a bunch of little paintings that are kind of like just housed together on the same page.
Well, it's cool. And again, Pratt's another artist that we don't see too much come up for sale too often, unless you're seeing him at a show. Pisano says there was a few Pratt pages up. How did I miss? This was the only one I caught. Oh no, that's right. That you're right. There was kind of the still. I mean, that's cool. I in a way I kind of like it more, but I figured the panel page everybody would be more interested in. But that's definitely cool to see. And the last piece was a Jim Lawson Ninja Turtles page that there it goes. It wasn't clicking. Looks like it's on Duo Shade board, which I think is kind of common for that. This is from issue 51. So if you're a Turtles fan, again, these don't come up too often either. So I figured I'd point it out.
Mm-hmm.
If you were hoping I wouldn't point it out, tough.
And fairly early in the grand scheme.
Yeah. Oh, heck yeah. No, I kind of like this one. Looking at this is pretty cool. And that is it. That is all my picks. But again, lots of Ghost Rider in this week's set, everybody. So yeah. All right, let me hide that. So I was gonna pull up the thing piece from you last week. I totally forgot because I wanted everybody to see how awesome that turned out. The commission.
Oh, the Pepe Larraz?
Pepe Larraz.
I showed it on camera.
You did, but I wanted to pull up and zoom in on it. That was such a nice piece. But okay, I got to move right along. I got to move on to what is it? I guess it's EXP me time, right? All right, let me see here. Where is my video for Nick? Okay, here it is. So Nick is on tomorrow, 7 o'clock. Let's see what he saw.
Everybody, this Friday, May 1st, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific on the Original Art Experience. We're going to have a little bit of art. We're going to have a charity component, as we've been having. We are going to mix it up. So, there'll be a little bit of an Ultimates theme. There'll be a little bit of a Fantastic Four theme. There'll be a little bit of I guess we'll say a little bit of a Dan Jurgens theme, a little bit more of a Kubert theme. But before we get into that, wherever you're watching the video, hit that thumbs up, share, sharing is caring, and remember, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and if you are subscribed, make sure you're still subscribed, and hit that bell for notifications. So, here we go. We have Ultimates 24 by Mark Bagley, Mr. Fantastic as the Maker. This is one heck of a great cover. Then we've got Spectacular Spider-Man 143, Sal Buscema Greatness. You've got Frank Castle, The Punisher. You've got Peter Parker, Mary Jane. This is just awesome. Then, I can't believe I'm doing this, but I am. Sensational Spider-Man 24 by the late, great Mike Wieringo. Oh my God, Doctor Strange and Spider-Man. So beautiful. So beautiful. Then, speaking of Dan Jurgens and the Fantastic Four, we have Fantastic Four Doom Factor. Wait, no. Oh my God, I can't remember the title. All right, well,
It's on the top.
Oh, Domination Factor. Thank you. See, Amy opens her eyes. I don't. So, Dan Jurgens and Jerry Ordway. And then we have another Dan Jurgens and Jerry Ordway, so we'll have 2 pages. Then we got these cute little commissions. You got the Hulk by Bill Sienkiewicz with Thor's hammer. You've got Red Sonja with Thor's hammer. You've got Werewolf by Night with Thor's hammer. These are really cool. Then we were talking about it being Ultimates. We were talking about it being a little bit of Andy Kubert. We've got Ultimate Iron Man, number 5, page 8. Number 3, page 16. Ooh, look at that. It's got the armor right there. Then we have number 3, page 4. Of course I do everything out of order. Yikes. Number 2, page 18. This is all backwards like me. Ay. Number 2, page 15. Number 2, page 12. Number 2, page 11. Check it out. Then we have this beautiful Brandon Peterson Black Canary commission from 2009. We have Icon 34, page 7 by the late, great Mark Bright and Romeo Tangal. We will also have this Shadow Year 1. This was an incentive. And we will have this one here. That's Matt Wagner. I'm going to have one Jim Aparo Phantom Stranger page. Look at how great that is. Oh, those Jim Aparo faces. Master, control yourself. It's a shadow, a product of the wind. All right, undramatic reading has to wait till Friday. And then this time, we are going to have the Amazing Spider-Man 68 complete issue. Got a look at that splash. And then another splash. We go from splash to splash to splash. All right, so now, the one last thing to bring up, we're going to do $500 in giveaways. We didn't finish the giveaways last week because one of us was late. I'm not going to say who it was, but I'll give you a hint. It wasn't Amy. So this Friday, we're going to do another 500 in giveaways. And if I'm not here by the time the first commercial's over, the intro commercial, it'll be 1,000 in giveaways. I got to tell you right now, the safe bet is that it'll be 1,000 in giveaways. So this Friday, May 1st, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, and we will have a charitable component. I'm trying to figure out which one we want to do, and we will have it figured out by Friday, and I will see you then.
There you go. He's always late.
It's, I mean, it's known at this point. You just, maybe tune in at, 7:30.
Exactly. Now, one time I sat in there, it was like 20 minutes where I was twiddling my thumbs, trying to keep people entertained while we waited for him to get there.
He's a
But
busy guy.
he did finally show up. Yeah. Let's see. Full of steak. Yeah. Well, whatever. Life is good to be Nick Ferrucci. All right. Moving on to the CAF update here, everybody. So this is all what happened last week. I think it was kind of a ho-hum averagey last week for our sellers. Dealers had 293,000 in sales that we track compared to 262,000 the week before. We take a look at the top 6 sales from dealers. Well, actually, my thing is still loading. Oh, there it goes. Well, the auction one loaded in. Come on, dealer. Oh, here we go. I don't know what the problem is, but here we can check them out right now. What is this? This is we got a oh, that's right. This is the absolute what was it? Absolute Wonder Woman issue 15 complete issue, sold for $70,000. Art by Hayden Sherman. Then this was the cover to Cerebus 24, sold by Dave Sim. Sold by Albert Moy, art by Dave Sim. All right. I haven't had Zevi in about 3 weeks, everybody. I'm trying to kick the habit. 40,000 on that one. So next up, we have Jim Lee Scott Williams, Hush Prelude, The Promise. Justice League Unlimited #1 page went for $13,000. Not sold by Albert. It was sold by Berkey.
Ooh.
Coming to. Then we have Iron Man. This is a cool page. Iron Man 84 title page. Herb Trimpe art, sold by Albert. $12,500 on that one. Then another Romita Man sale for Jim Lee Scott Williams. That same Hush Prelude, The Promise page. This one went for $11,000. And the last one, sold by Felix, was this Daniel Warren Johnson Transformers 20 cover that sold for $7,000. Wow, that looks painful.
Starscream didn't look too hot there.
No, not at all. Mechanical guts and everything were everywhere in that thing. Okay, over to the auction houses. I know they've had a few signature stuff going on, illustration stuff going on at Heritage the last couple of weeks. So 3.2 million was the total 2 weeks ago, and 2.87 million is this week's total. So they're doing all right over here.
Yeah.
They don't. Who needs a boutique, man, when your auctions are doing this well? So let's see. My gosh, what did? Man, how did they do so well? That's just crazy. Huh. Anyway, good for them. So let's take a look at the eBay sales, which of that 2.87 only made up $97,000. But we're going to check out the top 3 sales from eBay and then the top 3 sales from Heritage last week. We have a Popeye daily. These early ones go for a lot of money. I didn't check to see if it was a make offer or not, but we've seen these go for like 6,000 before, and this one went for 6,000. So there you have it. Now the next page, I guess, I think this one did say it had a couple bids on it. John Romita Sr. and Joe Sinnott inks on this Captain America 142 page went for $4,550.
Ooh, great page though. Wow.
Yeah, that is a very nice one. And this one was I think it was an auction with only one bid. George Perez, Logan's Run, issue 5, sequential pages 15 and 16, $29.99. Then over at Heritage, we have the top 3 stuff here. Tradmore, Doc Strange page from issue 1, page 23 went for $8,125. Then you've got the Reed Crandall piece. What is this? Impact number 3 story page went for 6,875. That seems like a lot, but I don't know, must be an important story, or maybe somebody's trying to complete a story. And then we have this Ghostwriter number 1 page from Javier Salters and Mark Teixeira.
Oh, that is nice.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Ghostwriter fan, but that's a good one.
Those first
You know what
those first 3 issues were just beautiful.
Yeah, I forgot one thing on the schedule because
What's
I
that?
didn't go back and reference it. Next Wednesday, everybody, we've got a Pro-Am match. Rob Rush is going up against Anthony Snyder.
Whoa.
That's going to be interesting. It's it's Rob's first time doing this, so I hope everybody can tune in next Wednesday and be Team Rob for that night. So
Absolutely. You got Cosmic Ghost Rider versus the Thing there.
exactly. I actually didn't post. I made the graphic for the show and I didn't get a chance to post it today, but you're right. I put a fedora on Rob.
On Rob?
I should have put a cosmic. Well, Rob.
Use a dome.
Well, I said, you got a good photo of yourself, one that makes you look angry. I said, I tried to picture Rob as angry. I couldn't.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't have any pictures like that. He goes, but Aranga drew me into a comic book. Maybe I can get Aranga to give me the image for that. So he gave me the image, but it was in a panel where the top of his head was cut off, because it's at the top of the panel. And I'm like, I'm trying to hand draw the top of Rob's head. I'm like, I can't get it. So I found a piece of line art for a fedora, and I put that on there. And yeah, it didn't come out perfect, but
It's like the driving crooner.
yeah, it does kind of look. You're right. See, now it's a bad idea. I'm gonna put a Cosmic Ghost Rider head on him. I'm gonna find I'm gonna ask him for a real picture. Anyway. So, but I couldn't forget that because that is wasn't on my schedule, and it is next Wednesday.
Well, I'll say this. I mean, Rob is going to bring the heat. I mean, he's got stuff.
He's got a lot of good stuff, and I mean, will there be an Alex Ross in there? Will there be some Cosmic Ghost Rider?
Eddie Granov.
Yeah, you're right.
Who knows?
So tune in. I mean, I think. Well, who knows? We'll find out at Heroes why Rob needs to, do a match, do his first. Maybe he'll get addicted and want to do these more regularly.
Maybe.
Can you imagine Rob, throwing some like chains over him? We get some he's like animal. What was that one wrestler's name who was kind of crazy?
The Animal Steel.
Yeah, Animal Steel. That's right. Exactly. I think we could be Rob the Animal Steel. All right. Yeah, let's get to scratch this stuff off my list here. Okay, moving right along. We can do our picks.
All right.
Let's do that. Let's and you had a hard time this week from what I heard.
It was really hard this week. I picked stuff that I normally just would not pick.
Just wasn't in no good thing art. No, I don't know.
It was a mix of a couple different things. One, like nothing was like really tripping my trigger too much, but also like the stuff that was, I feel like we either just talked about like within the last week or two from an artist standpoint or character standpoint or collector standpoint or, whatever. And then, I mean, there's always the go-tos. How many times have we said that like, oh, we could pick something from Mickey every week. We could pick something from, from Paul P every week or, whatever. And like, I try not to do that, but
all right.
Yeah.
So you were trying to really to kind of leave some of the standard stuff aside and go and try to find unique stuff. And you ran, and so you only got 9. I even tried to pick 11 and I couldn't. I tried finding one more. We're going to find that one more tonight though. When we're all done, when we're done looking at mine, we're going to go on a calf, look at last week, and we're going to find one piece.
All right. This was a pretty easy one for my first pick because it's Mike Zeck. I think he's a great Spider-Man artist. My Spider-Man collecting friend doesn't see it. He thinks in the pantheon of Spidey artists that Zeck is actually fairly low, but I mean, his figural work is so good here. You've got all these villains on the page. They're wailing the hell out of Spider-Man, which I really get a kick out of. But yeah, I don't know, just great like early Mike Zeck stuff.
I don't know this at all. I like it a lot. So, well, we're not Spider-Man connoisseurs though, so
No.
maybe he has something there, but I don't see it. This is a great page. If you show him this page, he would have to say that, okay, this is this page passes the test, and I would consider it a good page. At least
Right.
that's
Plus, he drew Craven's Last Hunt. Come on, how does that not automatically make you a great Spider-Man artist?
I think Eric's high. There's something wrong there.
I think his parents were cousins.
And this is Michael Lovitz's. I did not even check to see whose piece it was. So Michael, who we just saw in the chat, encouraging everybody to hit that thumbs up. Thank you for doing that, Michael. But congrats. We know that it's not all George Perez and Titan's work and all that stuff. I mean, sometimes you sneak in a Mike Zeck.
Some of that stuff, but I picked this.
Yeah, I like it. Let's see. Oh, this was a good one.
Right.
Brian Norton. Hey, it's Brian. Is there like a mask and gag ball or anything like that in here? No, but I would have picked this one too. This was awesome.
Yeah, I love seeing. One, I'm a big fan of Kyle Holtz, but I actually like when he has to like rein it in a teeny bit. So from that standpoint, I think asking for Doctor Strange is kind of a ballsy request to some extent for him stylistically. But man, look how he pulled it off. You get it's very clearly Kyle Holtz. He gets a bunch of creepy, cool elements in like the stuff that's happening around Doctor Strange. Plus, you get all those awesome, you get the great textures, all the like folds in the fabric, all that kind of stuff, where he can still really do his thing. But it's very clearly rendered. It's obvious. It's a great looking rendition of Doctor Strange. So it was like a great, honestly, I was a little bit surprised because, normally you see Venom or Man-Thing or, whatever, people who are like leaning into kind of like what he's known for. And like I said, I think this was a ballsy request and it paid off.
Right. Because when you think of Kyle, you think horror, you think of gore to some extent. But yeah, no, this is, it's beautiful. When I saw it too, I mean, I was just looking at the skulls and the candles. I mean, everything around. I mean, it's just drawn. It's like everything you'd want out of a Kyle Holtz piece, but leaning heavily into a cool Marvel character.
Yeah, there's like a skull with fangs, a
never
severed
seen
hand.
His collar quite like that before, right? I mean, so he's messing with it a little bit and making it his own. But boy, oh boy. Yeah, I love this one. I want to see this one in person, Brian Norton. So you have to come to next year and bring this thing. But well, we should ask Kyle Holtz if he'd ever do mystery sketches with us.
Oh man,
it can't hurt to ask. He's on CAF now, so
yeah,
I'll reach out to him. I don't mind. He went a little fabric fold crazy, says Rich Danny's. That's okay though. It's poofy, but again, he made it his own. He just said, "Screw it! I'm not going to give him the nice ironed, tunic that he's used to wearing. Let's
pleated tunic."
Telling you, 3 weeks without Zevia. I'm counting. I actually have, and I've lost 5 pounds. Holy shit! Wow. I thought this stuff is no calories. I thought for sure, but somehow I don't know, drinking 5 Zevias a day like I was doing. I thought I was okay, but no.
I think the diet soda still does like trigger your insulin response. So if you're insulin resistant, it's not helping.
Then that's probably what was going on. But yeah, it's like kick it totally, and
ask Kazra. He's the biochemistry guy.
That is true. I never thought to ask Kazra.
Although he told me I can drink milk when I'm fasting, and I'm like, you're full of shit, Kazra. He's trying to sabotage me.
Oh shoot. All right. Let's see. It's like a pirate shirt. All right, Rich. It is, but it's all right. Okay. Paulo Rivera, and we're in TD Gallery. TD Gallery is not Tatiana, by the way, everybody. I know I've been in their CAF gallery before. They've been on the site for 18 years.
Wow.
But I feel like I've seen this piece before. I don't know where. Maybe I've seen it on Mark's website or something like that. But But this is beautiful. I love Paulo's when he's able to do full traditional painting.
Mhm.
Man, oh man, oh man! And what a ballsy move to put that concrete pillar right in front of Superman. You
Yeah.
know,
Yep.
he didn't even,
I just really liked how the colors pop against this, asphalt and concrete and all that kind of stuff. And I think putting them in the middle like that, like really gives you, a top and bottom, like you've got a band of those like kind of, bland colors or, flat colors. And then it just really accentuates how bright Superman and Batman are by contrast. And actually the coloring, the way he painted Superman really reminds me of the coloring job on All-Star Superman,
mm,
particularly the red. It's got that really, his cape has got that orangey tone to it. I don't know. It just made me think of Quietly.
yeah, yeah. Sienkiewicz used to do kind of an orangey red
Hmm.
too. I think when I've seen him do some. But anyways, I love this piece. I mean, well, I love anything Paulo does, but yeah. And was this World's Finest 19? Huh. So I didn't realize it was published, but yeah, it is. It's gorgeous.
I mean, not a lot of DC work from him in the first place, so that kind of makes
No,
this extra special.
yeah. All right. Well, congrats to TV Gallery for adding that one to their collection. See, I would have picked this page too. This, Howard the
This
Duck.
is
You
one
get
where I was stretching a little bit.
yeah, Lee Banaka. Right. You usually save these for me. So Gene Colan, Steve Lealoa. I mean, come on, man. That's beautiful. Why do you love it?
Well, it's got great characterizations. I mean, I love all the, the bar denizens. That last panel though, with the colon, like the movement, the accentuation of the drunk guy's pose, like that's very, Gene Colan. It really comes across there. But I think I'm not, to be honest, super familiar with Howard the Duck. It like never did anything for me. Did Leia Loa ink a lot of these?
I think he did. Yeah,
Okay. Well, it's a great combo.
it is. Yeah. I mean, Lealoa just kind of softens a lot of the lines here.
Hmm.
I mean, oh my gosh, yeah, that the first panel too. This is just great. I love it.
Yeah, it's a great looking page.
Well, I'm jealous, but yeah, that last panel where he smashes his head on the table.
Yeah.
That's great. Oh gosh, I love it. But I didn't put my like on it yet. So congrats to Lee Banaka. I don't think this Lee doesn't update his calf gallery often enough. I'm sure he's got a lot of great pieces he hasn't shared with us yet. But hey, nice one there. Oh yeah, I saw this one too. Brad Walker. You're a Brad Walker fan, so this
I
was an
am
easy pick.
100%. And I was thrilled. Like this was a drink of water in the desert to a thirsty man. I saw this one and I was like, hell yeah, I can pick that. But yeah, I mean, so the subject alone makes it worth picking. You got the royal family. You've got like so many guardians on this page. The image of Star-Lord in the front of that big mass battle is, I think, one of the nicest things I've ever seen Brad Walker draw. That is so perfectly rendered. And like, obviously the inking on this there, is phenomenal as well. But man alive, that face on Star-Lord just absolutely sold me on the whole thing.
It's a lot of work into this piece. Lockjaw looks fantastic.
Yeah.
And yeah, I like Brad's stuff too. Do you have stuff? Do you have Brad Walker art in your collection?
There is a GI Joe piece that I've really. It's one of those we've talked about this before, where you're like, oh, it's still there, it's still there. Like it's still there, and I know the next time I go, like, I've got some money, I'll pick up that Brad Walker GI Joe piece. It'll be gone.
Well, dang. Well, this is really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good pick. So what was Ian Saint? See? Ian.
Who else is this going to belong to?
I know, but remember Ian said he was like going to be slowing down a little in 2026, but hey, we're art collectors.
On this for a year, we don't know, right?
That is true. That is very true. But anyways, a great addition to Ian's collection. Definitely. And he got a few comments, and there's 17 comments. Huh.
We love Ian.
You know what? I would have made the 17 a link too. I'll have to talk to the development team around here, right? 17 should be the number, right? Like here, it's 17 should be clickable. All right.
Yeah, man, they're falling asleep. They're asleep at the wheel over at CAF.
We're almost done with our Cal work though. Retrofitting everything, the template into Comic Art Live. Yeah. So I've been making a side list of stuff. I'm going to add this to the list. For Ashton, I just take pictures with my phone and text it to him whenever I see something I don't like.
Hey.
So I'm like, I know you're busy, but I'm just making sure this is in our text messages together. This color isn't right. This font is wrong. So yeah. We don't need any like workflow programming. I just need to be able to keep
no Slack channel, no, yeah.
Not at all. Greg Goldstein, Wally Wood, Two-Fisted Tales page. Man.
Just great inks on this thing. I really love the dirt. It's just a bunch of ink blobs basically. Like he was so adept at like putting a panel together and like making it visually interesting and like all those things that we know he's great at. And when you start to look at the speed at which they produced comics back then was like mind blowing by comparison to what artists are doing today. And when you see some of the visual shortcuts, particularly like, Wally Wood was so good at, it just really it makes it fun, kind of from a process perspective, just understanding what he was doing and why he was doing it. And this page has a lot of that stuff going on, which I think is cool.
Nope, I totally agree. Wally, you don't have any Wally Wood in your collection, right?
I do not, no.
Me neither. I never have owned anything by. I mean, it's kind of silly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I think I have to get smart like a lot of other collectors and just make that list, right? This is the set of artists that I really, if I'm looking to buy something, I have to make a point of getting it in the
True.
next and try to just see how many you can scratch off that list in a year.
My problem is that every time I do that, something pops up and I'm like, oh, I got to buy that. I was talking with Dara Reitz about that recently, where I was like, I feel like that's the thing that I like the least about the hobby is that I feel like I always need to be sitting on a few grand just because somebody's going to text me or something's going to pop up on CAF or something's going to hit Heritage.
I showed you some art this week.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, it happens. Well, if you have the wherewithal, that having a couple thousand on the side just in case something pops up is not a bad.
I don't think it's a couple. I think it's a few. I think you need a few thousand.
Yeah.
I feel like 5 is that number these days.
All right. Yeah. Well, 5 is a lot these days for most people. But...
Hey, Mark Fellison is in the chat.
Oh, sweet.
Paper chaser in the house.
Nice to see.
It's awful late in the Netherlands, pal.
It is. Yeah, it's been a while since.
We're awful early, I guess. Now, jeez.
Yeah. What time would it be there? Like 4:30,
7:30 a.m.
Oh, cool. Oh, you're right. It would be a little bit later. Okay. Well, just starting their day. That's great. Starting the day with you and I. But all right, Wally Wood would be if I made a list of 10 artists, Wally Wood would definitely be on that list of artists that I would like to get something from that I've never owned anything by. And I saw in the chat that Marcus did confirm that Leia Loha was a regular on the Howard the Duck. So that I thought that was sort of right, but I trust Marcus. Okay, Tim Evans. This is a Jose Ladron color piece. Was it just a commission?
I think it's a commission, yeah. But harkening back to that awesome Kirby kind of homage pastiche, whatever you want to call it, run that he did on Cable, that was really polarizing. I remember at the time, it's when I worked in the shop and people were like, what is this guy doing? Why does Marvel have him on Cable? Why Cable is not a Kirby character? What the hell's going on? He's ripping him off. He's this, that, and the other thing. And I always really got a kick out of that stuff. And so seeing new work from the same artist in that style on that same character. It's really well done. He manages to like sneak in European influences on something which is obviously also super heavily influenced by Kirby, and I think it's a fun mix.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. I didn't see this piece on CAF when it was. I don't know how I missed it because it's so colorful. Usually the color pieces are the ones I never forget, but I somehow managed to miss this one. Love the reds.
Yeah, but the hand coloring is a really nice coloring job in addition to being like a just overall cool image. Like
Hmm.
he did the background is like kind of Kirby plus Mobius in a way. Like the ground the thing the platform he's standing on is very clearly Kirby. The back is like way more like heavy metal looking.
Hmm.
So yeah, I don't know. I really like this a lot.
Now, is there? There's only one comment on it, everybody. So you got to get out there and comment on that piece. Okay, so not. I was just thinking there was going to be a lot of color pieces, but
Check out that Mr. Miracle.
let's see. Some chicken dudes. Oh, that's nice.
Great.
Man. Same kind of treatment in the background, right? That's
Yeah.
like his background for sure. Wow.
Kirbyus.
Uh, yes, Kirbyus. You can hashtag that and make T-shirts, Robert. That's a great idea.
Mhm.
Kirbyus. I love that. I'm writing that down. That's a good one. Kirbyus. I love that. Okay. He's like a Kamolo. I mean, maybe in layout and detail. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see why you would say that. Or was it? I want to see the other piece, this other color piece here. I have no idea what the Grim Reaper.
That's a G.I. Joe cover homage or redoing. I mean, that's a straight up, I mean, that's basically the same image.
Well, I know I couldn't hang this in my house, but I think it's pretty awesome. Well, I like his color work a little bit more than I like his black and white. But I haven't. Hey, look, he's got a thing.
There we go. I've seen that.
Oh, he's all right. Yeah,
and that's a very Mobius rendition of Ben Grimm right there. Even his signature is Mobius-esque.
It is.
I mean, if you're going to be influenced by somebody, there's worse, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, look, don't look now. There's a Black Bolt in there too. You're right. It's totally Mobius as a yeah. I like it. I think this is fun. Okay, moving. We got to keep moving here. What do we got here now? This is look. It's a cap piece, and it's not owned by Alberto. It's in Alex Gonzalez's CAF gallery. Steve McNiven and Dexter Vines, a fine pair of artists that did a lot of work together. Man.
Yeah, I mean, the detail is absolutely over the top on this. I love the treatment on Cap's shield though, where it's obviously, absorbing everything that Iron Man's throwing at it to the point where it's like, white with energy. I think that is such a great, effect for the middle of the image. You get so much intensity in this image. It's like everything, like, Cap's chainmail is coming apart. Like his costume's ripped, Tony's hair is blowing back. There's all the, the speed lines. I mean, it's just like over the top intensity coupled with like what we love about McNiven, which is the, the fine rendering, the really like the attention to detail. The lighting on this is like absolutely impeccable, being generated like kind of by Iron Man. It's so well balanced. It's really symmetrical. I mean, it's just a great like cover image.
It's beautiful. It really is. I mean, I think Dex definitely complements McNiven's style.
Yeah,
really well. Lighting on this thing is fantastic. Yeah, I saw this one. I mean, this one just popped as a thumbnail too. So it was
big time
screaming, "Look at me!"
I mean, it's a T-shirt, it's a poster, it's a
Yeah. Wow. Well, congrats to Alex Gonzalez and not Alberto for that one. So over in Aranga's CAF gallery, this piece got a little bit of attention last week, I think. But I mean, again, Aranga has a knack for finding stuff that I mean, because I remember him telling me he was always looking for a Strowman piece, and lo and behold, he gets this awesome published X Factor pinup. I don't know what it was
This
published.
is the Strowman to have, if you ask me. I mean, I think this is his best stuff by far, if you ask me. But you get the whole team. Contrary to the last piece, this is like heavily asymmetrical, and I think it's fun the fact that like Guido is basically taking up the entire right half of the image. I think that's like a fun counterbalance to what's happening on the left. I like the fact that like he chose to draw Madrox 3 times. I think that's a cool little like ad because one, it fills in the image, but 2, you get a little bit of like power effect in there. Havoc's power effect is also like really well done. Wolfsbane, I was trying to understand like what the like little discoloration was. I'm guessing it was like marker or something at one point, but I can't really tell.
Right.
Yeah. But anyway,
it's consistent. You can see it in a little other spot.
Just evocative of the era, definitely like it was a very cool run. It stood out from the other X books at the time because Strowman was on it. And like I say, I think if you're going to get something from Larry Strowman, this is the book to get it from.
No, I would agree with you there. And what does Newell say? Havoc's best look. Okay.
Oh, no.
I always like the classic one.
Yeah, me too. It's the best.
Well, everybody has their era. Well, congrats to Aranga. I know he had Strowman on his list for a while, and it looks like it was used in a whole bunch of different ways. I guess I should.
Yeah, I knew the image right away. Very cool.
Yeah. Boy, oh boy.
Yeah.
It was used a lot.
Wow.
6 different, well, was it 5 different ways? That's it. Oh, there you go. Big item checked off my want list. Yeah. I mean, I think everybody who grew up reading Strowman stuff, irrespective of anything else, I mean, people want to get good images from this era because there's just not a lot out there. All right, my stuff. You knew I was going to pick this one just because
100%.
Fish just he adds history to his calf gallery. He posts what did he post? He posted there's something today. I was like, oh cool, Fish bought something again really close, and it wasn't historic. So I was actually disappointed. So if Fish is watching or he's watching afterwards, I'm sorry, man, you disappointed me because you got this, and then the next piece after it did not have the same. I mean, I think it was a good piece because it was like a cover homage sort of thing.
Can you keep doing this type of piece over and over and over again? I felt like the piece he added this week was a breather. I was like, oh, okay.
Fish is here. He's a history mofo. Okay. Yep. Yes. We could show that piece too, but it wasn't. I might be thinking of a different piece, Fish. I'm sorry, man. Don't get mad at me. I can't remember what it was. I just remember being disappointed that it wasn't on the level that this piece was, because this piece is freaking awesome, historic, everything. I mean, come on. If you're a Burn X-Men fan, anything from the Dark Phoenix, run is the stuff you want to get, and you got it.
I mean, it.
Yes, you got it. See, I said it was an homage, and you
turned the corner here.
Yeah. At any rate, this is Dark Phoenix going bad for the first time, and it never felt so good. So that's why she didn't go. That's why she had to end her own life, ladies and gentlemen, because that's how it goes. But come on, this is freaking amazing. I can't even imagine, getting to see something like this in person, and Fish owns it.
Let alone own it, right? Yeah.
Crazy. Well, congrats, Fish. Now let's go see this homage that I know you picked up that you just said wasn't an homage, and you said it was an homage. There we go. Cover to Wolverine. Who's the artist on? Oh, Mark Teixeira. That's right. So it's not bad. It's just not on the same level as Burn X-Men.
No, I mean, well, but what is this? Is a great looking cover, and Teixeira is certainly no slouch. But yeah.
Nope. Nope,
It
not at all. But
reminds
now we
me
don't have
of
to pick this one
it
next week,
reminds me
Chris.
of the Lee X-Men cover where he's fighting Omega Red.
He's saying I saw this person. You did? Who's he talking to? Is it? He says I don't know. I don't remember seeing it in person. I don't
Well,
remember.
Rich, I think this is a beauty. I actually, I in some ways prefer this to the Phoenix page. So don't,
All right. Yes. Yeah. Bill said it's all right.
it's all right. It's all right.
All right. It's fantastic. I love Mark Teixeira. All right. I'm just saying it wasn't as good as the Dark Phoenix. Oh, did you show the Dark Phoenix page to me? I don't remember seeing it. Man, Fish,
I
I'm
saw
telling
it
you.
there.
I don't remember anything from OAX.
I saw it there, and I think what I said was, "Are you shitting me?" And I'm pretty sure that's what I said.
I came right out of your mouth. All right. Well, moving right along. Fish got two things for us to look at tonight. I picked another Sal Buscema piece because we know this is in Tom's wheelhouse. Around 32.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I like historic stuff, and Tom's just kind of on a roll. He's picking up, you know, Tom talked a lot about this era of art when we first met Tom, coming in the chat, and now he's like full on. He's selling his props so he can. I assume so he can afford more art.
He's the number one Marvel fan.
He has gone. He is totally. I mean, but he's moved from one area of collecting that was was, I guess, well, it was unique. One, it's not all one of a kind, but the kind of pricey, and now he's moving into another pricey one. So he's got to sell his first collection in order to go after these other ones. So yeah. Anyway, wrong click there. So nice page, Tom.
I love when Fish is in the chat. He gets everybody riled up.
He does. Look at that. You mentioned his name, and he's got everybody going crazy. You're right.
He said he's going to return that Wolverine cover now.
Because Fish has to sell it, or Marcus says Fish has to sell it cheap at Comic Art Line. It's not just all right, guys. I'm sorry.
Then link to this video.
Yes, I didn't mean it like that. Man, I'm never gonna make comparisons again. I'm more impressed with Rom than X-Men.
He's smelling
chocolate for no reason.
3 weeks without Zevia, and he has a stroke.
Oh God, yeah. It's really weird. It's like one day I just didn't open up. You know what it was? I didn't have any cold ones, and so I was like, oh, okay. Well, I was too lazy. I don't want to go in the house because I use, since I'm kind of outside, I use the one that's with the bar outside. Mm-hmm. So I don't go inside to get cold drinks, and so I just decided I just didn't want to do it. So 3 weeks in, I haven't had one. All right, but look at this wonderful Stephen Butler cover. It's not as good as the Teixeira, but it's
whatever we say from now on, we're doomed.
I can't win, but it's Stephen Butler.
The night the calf update jumped the shark, Bill.
Yeah, exactly. I got to get this thing over with tonight. I love Stephen Butler stuff. Always have, always will. Whenever I see something by him, I always look twice. So it's just for me, it's not even nostalgia. I just love this. I love his style. I mean, look at those boobs. They're like two earlobes. I don't know, but it's wonderful. I'm sorry. Who owns this piece? I hope it's not Fish. Paul P.
Paul P. Okay.
Paul P. doesn't care what I think, but yeah. I just love Butler's art, and again, I could put him on a list. I could say Wally Wood, Stephen Butler. Never owned anything by either artist, and that, to me, that's just stupid because I love their work so much. And when you do, you got to at least find an example, published example, if you can. So
there's a lot of metal on this cover, and he is rendering every reflection, I mean, that's really nicely done on his part.
He definitely is. So congrats, Paul. Another good one in Paul's calf gallery. How many pieces of art does Paul have in his calf gallery? 1,276, and he's watched by 200 collectors.
Wow, that should be higher.
I would think that it would be higher. I'm a little surprised.
I was gonna pick this, and I thought, oh, I always pick Travis. Oh, Peter Rowe. We talk
Peter Rowe gets too much attention.
I was like, I won't pick this.
All right. Well, I picked it then, so that I took care of.
Well, I love it.
It's obviously Enemy Ace, and it's recent, so it's 2026. Did he get this himself?
Recently.
He got on the commission list 3 years ago, and okay, wow. Well, it was worth the wait, Peter, because the detail on this thing is freaking unbelievable. I mean, a lot of times, I mean, I do like Travis's coloring, but this is just so like on point. I mean, it's so realistic.
It is the leather just by itself. I mean, it's
It almost looks like my
total
mask
leather.
now. It's so realistic.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And I like the different treatment that he did on the scarf, like as a result, because it's such a high contrast, being like really open and light and one tone essentially, compared to everything that's happening on Enemy Ace, where it's like really hyper realistic. It's like it's muted, it's much darker. So I think from a graphic standpoint, that scarf, like, to me, kind of makes the whole thing.
Yes, I'm sorry. I was just getting caught up on reading
That's
the
all right.
chat. But no, I'm totally with you on this one. That's why I had to pick it. And again, we're so used to seeing Peter. I mean, he's gotten commission pieces before, sure, but we're just so used to seeing him collect published stuff, and to see his name associated with a Travis commission, I thought was awesome. So yeah, what was I just reading? Oh, Fish one. No, I have not mailed your award yet, Fish. As it turned out, because of when you replied, I actually have to get Gwen to touch up the paint on yours because she didn't finish it. So I've kind of mailed them out in the order I got mailing addresses, and so yeah, you were the lucky guy at the end of the list who hasn't gotten their award yet. So I do apologize for that. I will try to make sure it gets done this weekend and I put it in the mail. Oh, and that reminds me, I actually got a picture of Marcus's best of. We'll have to show that. We'll show that before you can stay on with me for that, and then we'll end the show.
Okay.
Let's see here. Next up, an early Bill Sienkiewicz piece. This is from Marvel Preview. I just picked it. I can't even tell you why, because I know this is like this is still when he was kind of in his Neil Adams phase or whatever. But I don't know. I was like, I kind of dig it. I mean, the idea that it's early Sienkiewicz work. It's basically Marvel Magazine, right? So it's Marvel Magazine art, and which collection are we in? James Dornoff. I haven't featured anything from James in a while. So there we go.
And weirdly enough, I didn't pick this because I didn't want to have two Star-Lord pieces. That I know might be a little like unnecessary from a filtering standpoint, but
we don't think alike, so that's good. You had the Brad Walker, and I've gone with the Bill Sienkiewicz.
Yep.
Well, not bad. Congrats, James. James has definitely got an interesting collection. Oh, this was inks by McLeod. I did not know that. Okay, awesome. Bob McLeod got around, man.
Oh yeah.
And
it's weird to see him kind of work in the Marvel Magazine style, as
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got to get Bob back to OX and have him bring that stack of artwork that he's sitting on.
Man.
So what do we got here? This is in Brian Peck's Calf Gallery. Stanley Pitt. The name sounds familiar, but I'd have to go search because I'm not sure. But I just thought this was just a great, really, really cool Flash Gordon illustration. They're feeding the little whatever those are, cat-like squirrels, and
yeah, sure.
Just it fills the page. It's awesome. Stanley Pitt, 1972, clearly an illustrator of note. But yeah, I just love the way he did her face, and the costumes are perfect. I thought this thing was awesome.
Brian Peck says he's from Australia and he has ghosted, I think he said Williamson.
Ghosted Williamson. Okay. Oh, on the X9 strips. Okay, well, that's cool. I'm kind of curious now. I want to click his name just to see. 47 pieces, and there's a Corrigan strip. Okay, and Royd's calf. All right. Well, I'll leave it open. I'll check it out.
Cool.
4 more to go. Brightweiser, Alberto. See, Alberto, we didn't pick your cap on a motorcycle like you were talking about in the chat earlier, but everybody knows I like Brightweiser, And I mean, hey, it's a cap page. I don't know. There's something about his Brightweiser's work, and I've never owned a published page by him. This is awesome.
My brother has a really nice cat page, a splash actually.
Well, Mitch didn't do enough traditional work before he went digital, but
he's doing watercolor painting and stuff, I think, professionally now. Like fine art.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'll have to I mean, on his socials, I assume Instagram.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, congrats, Alberto. So you got featured, it just wasn't for the art that you wanted picked. Now back over here, we got a Way Shack. It's in Lance Suarez's calf gallery. I just thought this thing was so striking when I saw it. I was like, damn. You know, I mean, you're filling the space. The gun's like as big as his head because it's so in your face.
Right.
I mean, they literally are complimenting one another side by side. But only Way Shack could pull this thing off with this much crazy detail and just still make it work. I think it's amazing. I mean, I'm looking at it now. I like it more than when I first saw it pop up on the site. Lance did pretty well at OAX. He picked up some cool stuff.
Yeah.
This might be one of the pieces I like the most, though. I love Way. If I was made of money, I'd get a commission from Way Shack every show. You know, not like I wouldn't go for the $2,000 one. I'd be happy with like a $500 commission on 11 by 14 every show because his work's just so damn cool. And yeah, I love his stuff.
This is great. I mean, the forced perspective like that made me think of like 2000 AD. Like that could easily be like Judge Dredd on the other end of that pistol.
Has he? I can't. Nothing's coming to mind. But has Way Shack drawn Judge Dredd before? Because it would be a pretty freaking.
God, it seems like a good choice, though, right?
Yeah.
That big gnarly chin.
All right. I'm gonna search Cap for that when I'm done here. Okay, Massafera. This, you could say this was a Marcus pick, but it's not. You know, I kept coming back. These spot illustrations. I mean, he's an amazing painter. His colors are great. His covers are awesome. But there was like this set of like character pieces. I think, wasn't there like a Colossus, a Magneto?
Yep.
I remember seeing. I'm trying to think of the other characters, but they were all, they're all solo characters, and I just thought they were all just so well done, remarkable. They were floating around on I think Glenn or Will's websites for a while for sale, and Michael Benham picked this Apocalypse up. But I just think it's fantastic. I mean, I really look at that. I mean, using the red as a reflection, so good. Then he throws in some green, just to kind of work.
His face too is really detailed and a great expression.
Yeah. So this kicks ass and makes me regret. And these weren't even, I mean, I remember when they were popping up, they were only like $1,000 or $1,100. They weren't even that much money because people were like, well, they're just spotted, him probably just having fun. I mean, I'll take one of these. It's a Bowen bust. Oh, that is, you're right. I think I have seen that image before. Well, hey, I think it's still freaking awesome.
Yeah.
All right, one more piece, and this is from OAX. I'm sorry, I had to pick it. I guess I was like struggling a little, but I like PJ's work, and I remember when I saw this, I just thought the colors on the piece were just crazy, interesting. I mean, perspective on the piece is weird with Absolute Batman like that leaning in.
That's
like
what
that.
I like the most about it is that exaggerated perspective.
Same thing, and for me, and it's funny. I'm seeing this now, and I don't know. I won't go there. But I like this piece a ton. And if I were an absolute Batman fan or a DC guy at all, I mean, I'd love to own a piece like this.
Sure.
And I keep looking at the stuff that Jiggy's been posting from PJ as well, because I know I'm going to end up buying something, because I'm going to find a piece from him that I like, because I just love his style. I love his color palette that he uses, and I think he's super talented.
Well, and a lot of it's really really fresh. Like it feels, like he's always doing something for him that is like a little bit new, like stretching a little bit, but also like we were talking about the perspective on this figure. I mean, that's different. that's good.
Dan Goodwin says, "Is that absolute Groot?" Maybe kind of. But yeah, no, you're right. Well, that's just it. Like I think we just said, it feels fresh. There's something about his art when I first, because I didn't know anything about him until I saw him at OAX 2025, and he was in the card art room, and I got to see some of his originals there. And yeah, I mean, I loved him from the moment I saw his work. So yeah, I like his. I will have something by him eventually. That's
There's
for sure.
3 from tonight.
Yes, yes. Marcus says he looks like he's shoveling snow. Oh boy! All
That's
right.
how he
Well,
makes
there,
money. Absolute Batman's broke, right? He
exactly.
shovel walks around Gotham.
Well, and I promised we'd try to find an extra piece, but I don't think we're going to dig another one out. Well, we showed Fish's piece, his amazing Wolverine cover.
We did.
He's not selling that anytime soon.
That now I can't pick next week, which I was kind of like dog-eared that one, so to speak. I was like, oh, I could hit that next week.
Yeah. Well, sorry. Yeah, you've lost out on that. But yeah, there'll be some other good stuff. Look at that. That Brian Koo picked up one of the Nagels. That's a 6-figure piece right there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of my the comic art gallery pieces in here. Why is that? I picked views. I meant to pick comments. Son of a gun. Figured I'd find something in here that we could put. Look at that. Fish's piece was number 2 in the views list. Fish, that you're amazing. All right. See, this is there's got to be something in here we passed over. No, maybe not.
Everybody please post more art and please post better art next week.
Chris Nork needs something, everybody. So
an infusion. Post a Somni or a Mignola if you could.
That would be good. Here, I got to dig up that photograph from Marcus here so we can end the show on that. Where were you? Oh, there it is. And I don't know if anybody saw my comment in the chat. Over 30 mystery sketches ordered during the show. Thank you, everyone. Wow. Yeah, I checked my emails while the Nick's preview was on here. All right, let me share the screen. Where are you?
Stingray, do you want to do picks next week? You're welcome, pal.
You free, Newell? You want to come on? Yeah.
Let's go.
We'll see what he says. Be happy to
There's
have him
Chuck Arnold's She-Hulk.
Yeah, there it is. Look at that. So what do we got here? We have his best of trophy, along with the Dan Tancredi sticker. God, maybe I do need those Evias. It's been.
Are those zingers?
They are not zingers. They are Zingsters.
Zingsters. Ooh.
So I guess this must be a California chain of some kind that's ripping off Miller's Ale House. Zingsters. Look, they don't even give you real forks. They give you plastic forks. You get what is it? You get like I don't know, probably
ranch,
yeah, really ranch, ketchup, and a Caesar's dressing. But hey, the best of trophy looks fantastic on the table. I bet you got lots of comments on it.
Yeah,
unlike what the sticker says. So this is the first photograph of a best of trophy that from 2026 for 2025 that I've gotten. So it should be a reminder. Everybody who got a trophy, please send me a picture of where you end up putting it. Fish, I'm sorry, you'll get it soon. Just don't put it in the trash when you get it. Oh man, but there you go. Yeah, nicely done, Mr. Marcus. Send me a hammer. I can say, okay, when I'm ready. Man, demanding. He's more demanding than Alberto. All right.
Well, when you're posting, Burn X-Men art, you can afford to be a little extra.
Yeah, you can make requests like that and feel like you might get them fulfilled. Oh boy. All right. Well, did Newell say he's up for doing picks next week? I don't know if I saw him say yes or not. But Alberto.
It's my birthday,
Alberto wants
birthday on Tuesday, so I might still be drunk on Thursday. So if Newell wants to fill in,
All right. Well, if Newell says no, Alberto seems to want to do picks. And, we haven't had Alberto on the show in a
You can't
while.
pick yourself, Alberto. You can't do that.
Okay. Well, we have a toss-up. We have Newell saying he will do picks any week you need me. How about we do Alberto first? We're going to have Alberto on the show next week. And let's see if he can hold himself back from picking Captain America art at the very least. Because I don't know if he can. No Captain America, Red Sonja. I think we can stop there. That'll be the rules for Alberto. Okay, everybody, we're gonna vote for Alberto. We're not gonna put this to vote. We're gonna go ahead and Newell, I promise we will have you on later in the month. How's that? That'll be, yeah, that'll work. Okay. All right, man. Well, Chris, as always, fun getting to hang out. Maybe maybe I'll drink a Zevia the next time we're together so I can be a little bit sharper. But
You're in Florida. You start doing math or something.
I
Get
don't think I'd have to walk far to find any.
You would not. No.
Just down the road. All right. Well, I guess I'll see you in a couple weeks. Are you setting up at Cal? I forget now.
Yes,
I
sir.
think you said you were. Right. Okay.
Sir. Yeah.
Okay. Well, have you started your booth?
No, but I
Okay.
got all my scanning done.
Okay. Well, that's
Yep.
half the battle.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, man. Well, I'll see you in a couple weeks.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
See you, Chris. All right, everybody. We made it to the end, just at the stroke of midnight, as the way we like to do it around here. So thank you for those who picked up mystery sketches while the show was live. I sincerely appreciate that. I didn't even think to check, but let me see. Did we make it? Where are we at with the people watching that calf gallery? 49. I'll throw that link in there one more time into the chat. We have more than 49 people still watching right now. But if you go over, watch that calf gallery. That's where we will be doing all of our previews for upcoming art drops with artists. And it's also the place where things that don't get sold during those art drops will end up being listed for sale. So get in there, watch that calf gallery. What are we at now? We are at 49. So get us to 50, and we'll all be happy here at CAF HQ. So have a wonderful rest of your evening. And please don't forget, tune in Saturday. Man, I'm telling you, I do need a Zevia. Saturday at 2 p.m. It's Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be having that art drop with Bertrand. It's going to be amazing. 40 pieces of art, unlike any we've ever had on the show before, all priced, which is a rare thing when we're showing off pieces of this caliber. So everything will be priced, and it's going to be fun. And yeah, Bertrand's excited about it too. I told him we'll do a little interview first, and then before we dive into the sale, it'll be a good time. So please tune in for that. I hope to see you there. And if not, you'll see the artwork in that calf gallery that I hope you just watched. Have a good one, and we'll see